Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to the Lord of the Rings Online Landscape Series episode. This is Wave-reaper with Vegward, the dwarf champion, looking into Sûg Nidar, a region. I'm going to call it a full region. We come out of the last episode thinking that Edagal, the fourth region of the Kingdoms of Harad, was the last one added with the expansion update. And yet, here we are thrown into, and you saw this at the end of the last episode, into Sûg Nidar, the lake, the hidden lake, that is the now, going to find out, the homesake of the Song of Wind and Waves, which is a fleet of ships that has been under construction in partnership with Sauron and the people in the south, the Ordâkhai. And we've got a continuation of this quest line, and so we are going to treat this as a separate zone. It's as large as a separate zone, although it's dominated by this lake here, the Fearwater. We are going to treat it like a separate zone as such. And so, welcome again, everybody, to the content on the channel. I do appreciate everybody for stopping in. What an interesting. And again, when you look at the materials for the expansion, it does not mention this zone at all as being added. And yet, again, like I said, I'm going to treat it as a separate zone. This is just south of Ursh-dar and kind of northeast of Aragim. The story we get here is that they were building a secret fleet. It was not finished in time to affect the War of the Ring in Sauron's favor. We can see the monkeys they're reusing from the Umbar area here. And that goes towards Ursh-dar, I imagine. Although it looks like it's kind of blocked off. I do want to just kind of go up here and explore and see how much of this. I want to see if this zone is kind of half baked. I don't think it is. It looks fully fleshed out. Though I imagine maybe we'll be sent in and around here. We've kind of got the merging of two different biomes here. We'll stop for rich nodes. Let's just see if there's a little cave up here or something. I just kind of saw these streaks heading up here. Speaking of snakes, Fearwater snake. Okay. Nothing up here. But boy, man, look, just the vastness of this place as it opens up. You know, we didn't get a traditional entry into the zone that you're used to seeing, because I just didn't expect this to happen. This was truly a surprise. We were kind of ended the Edagal episode and everything, all of our prep for MX Duel and on the battles that went along with that, all the secrecy. Ooh, as the frills pop in and out. And we follow this trail of you know, these notes about the Timimir trading with these corsairs, and we find ourselves in the back of a wagon with Razahal. And so here we are, traveling east towards this orc encampment. We find out that the orcs are not, I guess, still on the same terms with these corsairs. We'll go and grab this just because. Looking over towards Edagal, not Edagal, but Aragim, which was the first zone of the expansion. You can see these monkeys kind of close up here. They're more of a set piece, set dressing, so to speak. Let's see what we come upon here. But thank you again, everybody, for returning to the channel and checking out what I think to be kind of a hidden bonus. I don't even think this was included in the strolls through with scenario. I don't think so. Rahazi, sorry, Rahazi. Here we go.
So many ships, and they all ready for war.
Tell me what you learned in MX Duel. The fleet has been in construction for so many years. It is different entirely to see the evidence with my own eyes. Let us descend the slope toward Drishkala. Go carefully, remain alert for anything out of the ordinary. Okay, approach and remain alert. That we will do. We see a road up there. We'll go up there eventually, I assume. Anything out of the ordinary? This looks interesting. Kind of a collapsed, kind of in the ruins of a collapsed settlement here. Now this was formed, I think, because of the Den of Stone. An orc corpse. That's short distance from the outer palisade of Druskala. We got trolls in there. We love fighting trolls. Slain by an elf arrow, might you have allies hereabouts? Well, I guess we fight our way in. These are kind of a fatter set of orcs here. Taylor. And again, they give us something to do to carve our way through. Join Zalmaz today. Kind of a recruitment letter of sorts. What we got here? Recruiting for the Grishal Vash. Okay, here are now the words of Zalmaz the Blackwind, as are only the very best words. To recruit my ship, Grishal Vash. Do you believe you can stand with Zalmaz? Many of my crew live and work here in Druskala. Free up your own spot on my deck by killing these weaklings. Only the strongest deserve to sail with me. Okay. A slain orc of Druskala. It's interesting. So they got... Is there some infighting here? We're searching them. Third mate was attacked from the tall grass. We got some chests spread about here. This is macabre. Look at this. The people hanging. This is a true monster camp. They got people hanging, and they got chests around here. Troll warriors. If she drops anything interesting. We've got side quests. So again, you know, I'm glad I separated this into a different episode because this is not Edegal, right? This is not. It's just very interesting they didn't kind of set this up as a separate zone here. I wonder why they didn't. I mean, I feel like it could stand on its own, even as a smaller entry. Let's see, we'll take this guy out. And somebody's out there skipping around. Slain out in the open. None aided him. The other two inside. Let's see. Oh, let me get this guy out. We'll use this guy as our last one here. Weapons rack, another the quest. It does start weapons for Zalmaz. So maybe he's pilfering this camp for his crew. You seek to join the crew, then bring as many weapons as you can from Druskala. Be sure more valuable to Zalmaz, and he will reward you. Okay, interesting. They're kind of holding their weapons differently. I don't think I've seen orcs hold their weapons like this before. Very interesting. A little LOTRO lag though. Are they dropping weapons? Will they drop weapons? I don't understand really. Okay. This way. Slain orc. We'll get this. This says there's another weapon rack up here. Love killing the orcs, guys. Somebody else in here, I think. Who missed the LOTRO lag is intense out here. Got the stun off. We're not hearing that stun sound though. It's weird. So here's our last orc. Chief made his Grishaval suffered numerous wounds. His attackers were many. Quietly give thanks to your own crew of the Wave Hunter was not selected in this orc fashion. Wave Hunter, of course, back in Western Gondor and Anfalas. You also wonder how Zalmaz the Black Wind can retain his own position kept in such an environment. Okay. Another weapons rack. Chest there. The rack is empty. Many weapons have gone to ship Grishaval's. This guy out. Another weapons rack over here. Now I have a black one charges towards you. Uh-oh. Right hand of Zalmaz. Those weapons belong to Zalmaz. Delete this guy. Okay, weapons. It's more important than ever that you find some means of hindering the Song of Waves by preventing ships such as Grishaval's from leaving Sûg Nidar. Okay. Now I kind of want to explore the rest of this. What do we have over here? Uh-oh. We hear things. He thinks he's going to be out here. Is there going to be a wall, an invisible wall here, or what is going to be out here, guys? Tracery out here. Ships. I mean, what would send you out here, I wonder? I just kind of want to explore and see what they've rendered out here. Wow, man. They took the time to put all these ships out here, though, you know? And I know it's probably nothing, but very interesting. Let's go explore one of these ships to see what's what, if they got mobs on them or something. Kind of just want to see. Some people don't even do the main book quest, and it's hard to believe how much they're missing out on. They've got oars and everything. I don't think they have any mobs on them. I've got ores. A person? No. They have collision? They do have collision. Very interesting. I'm actually going to swim out this way. Even if it takes a little bit longer. So again, I don't know if that's... Is that your star? Interesting. This is kind of outside of both of those map bounds. I knew that would be something, man. So we saw it in Ida Game. Yeah, sometimes you got to take it in, right? So a lot of set pieces here. Just some props littered in, but I do appreciate that they took the time to kind of put this many in here, though. They're kind of reusing some of the assets from Idagal. We're kind of on an amphibious mission here. So we get sent here first, and then I wonder what's going to happen. Well, I mean, we'll obviously get sent down here at some point. I wonder if this road connects now. There's absolutely nobody on these boats that I can tell. I do kind of like this Twilight skybox. What else we got over here? What have we got to reward ourselves here? Keep taking the might. Raging blade. We get rid of these. We're capped on ancient scripts. And fight on. I think we've fight on. We've already got 550 here. Yeah, we've already got that one. Horn of Gondor, though. Is it? There it is. Damage mitigation. Somebody trying to fight us here as we try to do our upgrades. Where is that at? Horn of Gondor. There it is. 500, 550. Switch that out. A little bit more parry rating. Okay. Let's see what we see here. You pass these guys. These Fearwater orcs are interesting. Corudan's here. Hey, buddy.
Look who I found! An unexpected friend!
Corudan tells me his sister Sigileth and Curidwan, the Golden Maiden, are elsewhere in Sûg Nidar. The three of them follow troubling signs to this place, but now that they've laid eyes upon the Song of the Waves, when they intend to counter it, such a thing is possible. Together we will do that. Okay.
I did not expect to see you here, my friend, but it is a welcome surprise.
We must each other share the paths that we have trod to arrive in the place, but quickly, for days are dangerous and time is short. I believe the kindred of the coins is allied with the orcs of Mordor and the Empire of Ordâkh to construct this fleet of warship. Interesting. Using this fleet, the Song of Waves and Wind, its masters might threaten all of Middle. That is interesting. What a plot turn there. Although it does kind of make sense. Like the long game for sure.
My sister and I departed Sulmadash after you left with Incarnouche and Glorfindel, making once again for Utugh-Bur.
Sigileth believed we could put the spirit of Sigileth to rest, but alas, we found no sign of her. What we found instead, set our course. Wagon tracks, Vegward wagon tracks, sunk deep into the rocky ground and the weight of the goods they carried. The tracks traveled from west to east, and when I convinced my sister that we must learn from where they came, my deepest fears were realized. The guards at Ashigir were slain, and the stockpile of Nargok contained was gone. Few only knew the dangerous substance held within Ashigir, and only one might command such wagons to transport it away. They were wagons of Temimir design. Nakási Wave-reaper has taken command of this fleet, and Koltek has supplied it with Nargak, the Hungry Fire. That is the poison that we first encountered in Angmar. They were kind of brewing up. We may not yet know their full purpose, but I can make some guesses. That is bad news. There are good tidings as well. So then I encountered Curidwan as we follow the road towards Sûg Nidar. They were able to slip past the border guards. Let us walk to the other side of the river, and we will speak more about what we have learned. This is going to transfer us over there. Let's go. Okay. Conflicting loyalties.
And so the three of us came to the Fearwater.
We have worked to sow dissent among the groups that labor to finish the fleet. As a result, each group now alert to anything suspicious. I'm afraid you will not be able to walk among them without combat any longer. I have seen Balakhâd, the son of Balakhâd, from afar. He seems to command the corsairs of this place. I know not where Nakási may be found, but my sister believes she may have established a command post on the island to the southeast. If Koltek is with her, he has remained out of sight. It's also possible he remains in Umbar and arranges for the delivery of the Nargak only through his agents. We have arrived outside the haven of Vegward, which seems to be an encampment of corsairs loyal to the heirs of Castamir. How's it going? Chio, haven't seen you before, but I hope you're doing great. Welcome in. Let us search the camp and see how well supplied the corsairs are, and if they are ready to sail. Then we'll meet up on the other side of the Airsworn camp. Airsworn. Search the supply crates. Still trying to get rid of something that's cough, guys. Sorry. Let's see. Airsworn Corsair. Okay. These rings familiar. We met this guy, I think, for the first time in the Shield Isles. Okay, the Haven of Vegward. Consider what can be done to oppose the threat of those who dwell here. Okay, and stay alert. Anything you can learn of their plans. Okay. Well. I love all the chests littered around here. Looks like we're gonna get some discovery quests, which I appreciate. Nice. And all the things. We get to click on things, we get to kill things. It's all good. Okay, crate contains wrapped portions of ship's biscuit. Go. And so now we're looking across where we were just at. Needed the food up here. Another supply crate. Several folder maps showing navigable rivers. Okay, defeat them. Go back that way. What else we got here? What else do we got over here? There's more of the air swarm. Oh, come on now. There we go. Okay, the moment of the Balakhâd is wrong to trust Nakási. Interesting. Okay, we got some other things over here. This guy out. At the kill quest, you will need to find some other means of preventing the fleet from sailing out of Sûg Nidar. Okay. What do we got over here, guys? What do we got over here? Chest. Nearby phrase the mighty ship Phazaneg, the last heir. Praise. Okay, nearby praise. Okay. Go this way. Kind of sneak around here. Very stealthy. So the air sworn, this guy has been in the game for a while now. We need to jump back down there, I think. I don't know how we missed this, but we do gotta go back the other way. Just camel up. We gotta go right here, apparently. What do we have? Well, now we can't. What are we doing now? I gotta go back up. Okay. Even a back Corudan. Okay. Maybe it's this. Let's see. Delete those guys. What do you think we're gonna learn here? Nearby airsworn complain that they must sail alongside orcs. The trust is lacking. The chest over there. The Corsair in there. Okay. Let's go back this way and talk to our friends over here.
What have you learned of the Airsworn Corsairs?
Hey, it's flight credits to the Haven and Backward much of what they need to set sail on the ships of the song. They will go nowhere until their leaders tell them to depart. We put an end to Nakási and to Balakhâd. They will be content to remain here, as not the fleet lingered here unused for many years. All right, Corudan, what do you think?
My study of this camp has revealed to me some things of interest.
The Corsairs support Balakhâd. They believe he has picked up the mantle set down by his father Balakor, and they think he will lead them to victory over Gondor and over Ordâkh alike. They're uncertain of Nakási's loyalty, and they hate the orcs. They believe she's the one forcing them to work alongside the creatures, and they resent her for it. Many hope Balakhâd will break ties with her and seize control of the song for himself. I agree with Rahazi. If we can kill or capture these leaders, we have to strike a major blow against those who might wield the Song of Waves and Wind against us.
But we should not get ahead of ourselves. First, we must rejoin my sister and Curidwan.
Okay, They intended for make for the small camp on the small island that lies to the southeast of here. High atop the rocky place stands the ruins of Kasukhín. My sister suggests making camp somewhere in its shadow. Current says the fort once perched atop the hill that was a meeting place for travelers, but that was before the floods claimed the valley. A single bridge, stretches to the island. It would be a long journey to the southeast along the shore to reach it. Find my sister beneath Kasukhín, but take special care as you pass through the Starkhaven. That place is surely crawling with Airsworn and Ordâkhai alike. Okay, so we're kind of not a lot going on, but being very quickly kind of bounced around here to these different locales. I can't switch it up though. There's a zone here. Like there are things to do here. There is content here. It is fleshed out. It is built out. What a great view that is at night here. So what do we have here? What do we have here? Ordâkhai. Starkhaven's here. I want to see it. You're the lone guard here, or one. Let's see what you guys got going on over here. Oh. All these shipyards, nuts. Their pathing is interesting. The Fearwater here. Yeah, those don't open. Ordâkhai soldiers. There's the shipyards. The pathing is interesting. I don't know if these guys are supposed to be on the bridge or not, but this is interesting. Kind of the wheels of industry. A little bit of Umbar asset here. Use here. Banner of the shipyard. Inspect the shipyard. Okay, you decided to explore Starkhaven and see what you can learn of the construction effort. Thousands of workers for many years. Such work is revealed by the sprawling vastness of the shipyard. Yeah. What's going on here? Frame of the ship waits to be finished on the northwestern side of the shipyard. Okay. Got a soldier here. For the most part, it looks like you can dodge all these guys. They also don't have a kill quest associated with them. Wow. It's an interesting, whatever this is here. It's like lumber timbers wait here for delivery ships to the west side. Kalagraka. Okay, Ordâkhai soldier. Fountain with no water. No entrance there. Very interesting. What do we got here? That's all blocked off, it seems. Nope. No, it's not blocked off. It's there. Very interesting. So, a fountain that works, good. Some shops. There's a whole living, breathing city that was here. We'll fight through these guys. What we got here? Oh, somebody's out here. Only 159. Great wooden scaffolding towers above the western side of the central shipyard. Oh. I mean, I think we gotta go around on this a little bit here. Yeah, the pathing's kind of strange here. Let's see here. And what is this? What is this? This is another non-entrance parchment of the keep. We'll gather these guys up. Big hit with this guy. We'll look this parchment. See on the parchments outside the central keep of Starkhaven. Till Katif, I am not the one to be intimidated. I know the one he follows is just one man, and heirs of Castamir have been slain before. Who is to say the son of Balakhâd could escape that fate? If they think to oppose me, remind them of this: I possess the authority to open the Weirway Gate. Weirway Gate, maybe I think. You may be too young to remember the last time it was opened. Count yourself fortunate. Stands behind the central keep of Starkhaven and is accessed by a wooden walkway. The Weirway Gate holds back the flood, and when it is opened, it allows water from Sûg Nidar to spill through the channel, flooding all of forested Adagim to the south. My predecessor used it to control the water level of the lake when the season of the rains seemed to have no end. If they move against me, I will open the gate. I have already given the command to one of my trusted men who lives by the Plaza of the Lion. If anything happens to me, he will deliver the parchment with that command. The Weirway Gate will open. None will shut it ever again. And Sûg Nidar will move to the south, leaving their ships stranded in the Kintai forest underwater. No, these are the words of Umbar-Baharbel, and he means everyone. There's some Ordâkhai here. Okay, some people questing themselves. We'll go grab this and then back. Down and around here. What's over here? Wooden scaffolding claws the sky on the eastern side of the central shipyard. We can get back up over here and look at this Weirway. So the Ordâkh soldiers really have it held down here. Gonna come up and around, back around here, and look at this Weirway Gate that he's referring to here. Was it maybe a lock? Yeah. There's a danger by opening the Weirway gates. No question the opening of this Weirway Gate would be devastating. Just from the location of the Weirway Gate, you determine the words of Khomar Bóha over there on the bluff. Adagim lies to the south, and if the gate is open, the waters of Sûg Nidar will flow through the channel into the forest in a dangerous torrent. It seems clear that, to you that it was the previous opening of the Weirway Gate that caused so much of Adagim to become the treacherous swampland it is today. Khomar Bóha entrusted a parchment containing the command to open the Weirway Gate to a trusted man living in the Plaza of the Lion. This lives somewhere nearby, perhaps to the southeast. It is time to knock on some doors. Okay, glad we did that. Knock on some doors. We'll do some door knocking. See if he's if he was right. This is like one big setup for like the next patch, maybe, but it's good. I don't know. There's only one door to knock on, or what? Maybe the door's being guarded. Door of interest. Okay. The man you seek returns home. Find Master Khomar Bóha and die. Okay. This trusted man. Is he gonna yield or? Oh, he's just gonna die. Okay, you pry the letter containing Khomar Bóha's command from the man's fingers, and it burn it in a nearby brazier. Done. Burnt. Okay. You've saved the residents of Ikorbân from the devastation that could have been caused by the opening of the Weirwood Gate. For now, you will need to find some way to oppose the song without endangering the peaceful Kintai of Sûg Nidar, or any others who live in the lands through which Sûg Nidar would flood the Khomar Bóha's command. Okay. Oh. Well, now we continue on with this main story quest. Don't see anything else to click on here. Just keep moving through like this. Yep. Okay. Little off that line on the map, but I think it's kind of, it is truly drawn, hand drawn, so it is a little off, right? The X and the Y. You need to go down here. Pathing is interesting here. Shallow berthings here. Banner by the docks. Shell of a ship's waist to be completed. Okay. Standing by the banner, a view of black-sailed orc ship and orange-sailed Heirs ship should have means of turning the two crews against each other. If you attack the shipmates aboard one ship while claiming to be sent by those on the other, you will sow confusion. This is a great plan, you say to yourself. Nice. Okay, well. Let's go do that. You count? You do not count. Okay, well, it's worth a try. So these are the Heirs guys we'll claim to be from the orcs. Hey, buddy. And we'll go to the next other ship there. Kill some orcs. Nice little skip there. That was good. So there's Airsworn outside this one. And he already did a little bit of that dirty work there for us. Two. There we go. Nice. Well done, you say to yourself, but your approval is short-lived. The fleet is much larger than these two and remains danger to the coast of the north. Yeah, well, it was the thought that counted, right? So now we're inching ever closer to our destination. This puts us a little bit closer. Gonna push through here, over the props, which I appreciate that they always take the time to place all this stuff. here. Another little camp here of Rodrum. What do we got here? Forges. Yeah. The crew's already armed, yeah. Or maybe do they lack the metal? Yeah, are they already armed or not, right? Causes the timber stand idle on the eastern side of the shipyard. Your exploration of the shipyard has revealed something troubling. Despite the hive of activity it must have been over the years, production has now slowed tremendously. Many ships remain unfinished. The skeletal holes stand where they were begun. The Song of Waves and Wind has no need of further ships. The fleet is large enough already. The threat it poses is very real. You and your friends must do something, or all of coastal Middle-earth is in danger. God. These things, guys. All these things that we need to sort through. There we go. Make your way to the island. It's setting up a great little epilogue of sorts, I think, or at least the setup for the next part. I am curious where this goes. Oh, chill, man. Where do you go? Creeper from Anagin, Blighted Nook. There's a big ass spider back here. I kind of want to see if there's a big ass spider back here. Nope, just a shit ton of spiders. I also want to see what this is over here. Because why not? Oh, that's where we're going. Somebody's already running from back here. Okay. Banner by the bridge. Oh, there's more ships over that way. A long bridge to Kasukhín. When you have stepped over the bridge, you should begin to look for threats. Okay. Quit doing that. Okay. Sûg Nidar has filled the ships of the song, but the fleet remains motionless. No one aboard the ship seems to have yet noticed your presence on the bridge. You should continue onward and think over things when you have reached the middle of the bridge. Still, the ships of the song remain where they are. Still, the fleet fails to approach your position. Your mind wanders and you contemplate the island at the end of the bridge. Once this land was covered with short grasses and small shrubs. Herdsmen drove their flocks and grazing animals past the steep hill, which was built the citadel of Kasukhín. But that all changed when the coming of the Ordâkh and the Den of Stone. The drowning of the plains caused the vast lake of Sûg Nidar, the Fearwater, to form, and the hilltop to become an island. Years later, the Ordâkhay constructed this bridge high above the old floor of the plains to provide access to the ruins. You wonder if they ever think about what the land must have been before their arrival and decide they likely do not. You should continue onward and listen for anything out of the ordinary once you have reached the end of the bridge. What is about to happen, guys? What do you think it is? What do you think is about to happen? Don't see anybody yet. Unless they're gonna pop in. You listen for a sign of danger, but aside from the whistling of the wind as it passes over the stones of Kasukhín, high above you hear nothing. You have crossed along this long bridge without incident. The crews of the fleet are not expecting anyone to come so far into Sûg Nidar. You resolve to make them pay for their oversight. Okay. We make our way up. It was very almost weather tappy, little weather tappy. Right, the way we're gonna circle around this. Also interesting that, you know, if you might remember from early on, guys, when we got to Umbar, Nakási escaped, I think, on some ships, right? And they were wondering, like, how could she have escaped? And then she came here, probably, right? Gives you a good vantage point about the entire fleet. These are some air sworn here. Some Ordâkhai. Some sneaking around here. Is he? He's a brawler. Dodge these guys. Dodge those guys. Hold on. Is it a little cops? I don't know. Maybe we were. I don't know. Did we go in there? Shit. Yeah, looks like our camp down here. Oh God. We found Sigileth's encampment in Fearwater. Okay. All right. Let's.
Coin, fire, and comfort
This
find you
Sûg
outside.
Nidar. Okay, it's interesting that we don't have these connective points. Interesting. 18.3. Little hint at the future there. We'll replace Ramak.
Welcome to Sûg Nidar. I have taken this campsite from the soldiers who made it.
I've named it Fearwater Notch, and it is now mine. Should they return, they will not live long enough to inform anyone of our presence here. These others dislike the Ordâkhai as much as we do, and have offered their services to us, for now they have my trust. Did my brother tell you that we encountered Curidwan on the road to this place? She has gone down to the water of the severe, intended to perform an investigation of some sort. I pressed her on that on the subject, but what I understand from mumblings and musing was she hoped to find some means of sinking the song to the bottom of the lake. You should see if the Golden Maiden found success. Such a thing would be very helpful. So I wonder if they're going to be sending us all around the lake. But it's interesting that we're out here and it's all main story all the time. Like, they really want us to kind of, for this to be the main focus. We've kind of been to all the little POIs already. It's very interesting the way this is playing out. Here she is. So this is like the southern wizard.
I see you found your way here. Have you brought the wizard Inkanouche with you?
You'll be most interested to hear what I have learned. You told Corudan that regretfully Incarnation remained behind when he came in search of the song Waves and Wind. You're also interested to hear her discoveries. She motioned at the submerged boat. What submerged? Oh, this submerged boat. After you and Incarnation left Sumadash, my steps took me to Leivarth, and the Kinta Shadalith spoke to me of her experimentation with the Lag Davrit. She told me that you helpfully provided a number of blight samples of Vegward, but when you added them to the water in time, they damaged the integrity of the bucket that held it. The wooden slats of the bucket fell apart, splitting the water into the ground. I have done the same with the rowboat. I found more alongside. Oh. We're going to use the pale blight against these ships. That's interesting. In a matter of moments, a small sample of the blight has damaged the seals that hold together the boat, causing it to take on the water and sink. I'm ready to return to the Fearwater Notch, and if you are, my investigation here is complete, and in it I see a means to destroy the fleet, these enemies of the natural order, need to wield against the Kintai and other peoples of Shigana. Sûg Nidar may yet become a watery grave for the song of waves and wind. Nice. Nice. What a plan. What a great little hint to place at the very beginning of the expansion. That whole bucket thing at the very beginning. That is so good, man. What good writing. What good writing, man. Okay, the allies are here.
Has Curidwan found what she sought?
Means of utilizing the blight to destroy the song waves and wind. Let us hope she is right for our sake and for that of all that of Middle Earth. But it's not enough to sink the ships. We must also combat the crews here mustered and the leaders who drive them to war.
Together, we may yet defeat the schemes of Nakási
Some
and
more
Balakhâd,
instances, okay?
but it will not be easy.
Aid each of our companions with their tasks they chose for themselves. Then together we may be able to ensure the song waves and wind can never leave Sûg Nidar. So we'll do Corudan last. Urhazi first.
Starkhaven swarms with Airsworn corsairs and soldiers of Ordâkh.
But in Nakási command, they will board the ships and sail to war. I trust in Corudan's plan, but even if the fleets of the song are made unable to sail, these enemies will remain threatened to the Ikorbân Valley, my home of Umbar-Baharbel. Even a single sword can inflict great injury. Let's defeat these foes and wrest them from their blades. We will dampen them in the water on the northeastern shore of this island and ensure they cannot be wielded against the peaceful residents along the river. Done.
I never expected to use the blight for a good purpose. But this is truly a day for surprises.
Oh, these are going to be instances, but they're just go out and kill quests. Some of the mysteries that played the Immolar and out of game have been made clear to me now that I see what has transpired within the Fearwater. For many years, I believed the floods cascading in out of game from the north were caused when the springs overfed the Ikorbân River, but it was not so. Ordâkhai dredged an old tributary channel, carving a path south from Sûg Nidar. Now the floods that might have destroyed their wharves are instead spilled upon out of game, already suffering from the blight. Was the extent of the log worsened by these annual floods and the noisome bog by which they contributed? It must have been. But now I have need of the blight to counter this Ordâkhai fleet. Its pervasive reach will be of use to us. Positive blight push into Sûg Nidar from the out of game, and they have taken root within a narrow vale just inside the eastern entrance to Starkhaven, not far from the long bridge that leads to this island. Take this sack and trowel and collect samples of blighted pods for me while you combat some of the creatures that even now push into Sûg Nidar. Those are those spiders and flies. I will meet you outside the blighted place once you have done this, okay? Corudan, what about you?
The song of waves and wind would be dangerous enough by itself, but Nakási has armed it with terrifying weapons.
I know not for how long Koltek has been working in secret with her, but he has had his eye upon the stockpile of hungry fire from the moment we discovered it within Ashakir. Did he wait until you traveled into Majala with Incarnation and Glorfindel to give the command to his underlings to transport the Nargak to Sûg Nidar? The timing no longer matters. What matters to us now is that we prevent the song from being equipped with weapons capable of using the hungry fire against its enemies. There must be a workshop of some kind within Starkhaven where such weapons can be assembled. Let us search for it among the buildings of Starkhaven on the western shore of the Fearwater. If we can destroy the Nargak stockpile, these weapons will stand empty and unused. Okay, so what we'll do is we'll take care of the Ordâkh here. The Airsworn. And then we'll go over there. Let's do that. There we go. Clear up the shading on the map as well, but make it a little bit clearer for us to get over there to the workshop. We have to explore this spot up here too. Oh god. Right. Almost slipped. Speed up here. There we go. There we go. It's all coming together. I finally feel like we're doing some damage, some decent damage. Go 8 out of 8 there. Need one more Ordâkh and we're good. There's something down here. Do we is there a POI here? Is that what it is? Let's see. Kind of just want to see. Well, there is something over here. What is here? I want to see. I want to see what's up here. Oh God. There we go. What a view this is. Cool. Look at this. Hell yeah. Oh God. Guys, why'd y'all let me do that? We were enjoying the beauty. Beautiful it is. Very cool. We'll go over here. We'll go to the workshop. It'll be beautiful. Man, I'm sincerely wondering why they didn't count this as a zone in the advertising materials. I think it's got enough here to be an actual zone. In my opinion. How far we've come in Lord of the Rings Online, and here we are still killing orcs and spiders. I wonder when these two named people are going to make an appearance. Nakási and what's his name? Balakhâd. Balakhâd. Did I fuck this up? No, it's over here. So we collect the samples. Fail blight. Just gather all these guys up. Need 6 of these. Interloper, of course. Like all flies. Oh, we're running out of space, guys. Jesus. Gather all these guys up. I don't know why Merciful Strike is per person. There we go. There we go. There's that. There's 5. We get this. Got it. Nice. I think we're good. I think we got it all. Yeah. And then what's her name's out here. So I wonder if she's going to send us. Oh, I wonder if he was going to send us. Is she going to tell us to go to the boats and put it on there or what?
Have you done as I asked?
Did, thank you. When handled with care, such samples of these always prove that even evil have its uses. For if the Song of Waves and Wind can be made unseaworthy, then even the Lagdavrit may save some lives. I will continue my work applying the blight to the water by the ships of the song. In time, no vessel will remain afloat, and the designs of Ordâkh and Mordor would be ruined. Sigileth is right that the leaders must be captured or slain to truly end its threat, but singing the song is an important step in that road. Thank you again for your efforts. Oh, fuck. Where do we destroy these? Right here. Guys, we are so full up on stuff. So nuts. We'll do cooking stuff. Sacks of foxtail millet. Let's use that, whatever that is. All right. Now we have to go all the way over there. All right. Anything else we can use up here? Tracery. Raging Blade. Enhancement runes. Hey! Short song, a person. Nice. These. Yeah, what a bad ring that we did not want. Food up there. Get some of that cram too. We can't eat anything like this up with our crystal because we're already on full-on ancient script. We really should have went and upgraded our stuff, but we will. It'll be good. It'll set us up good for the dungeons and stuff. Oh, we can always hearth back too, so. Oh, we didn't talk to Rahazi at the shore. Like an idiot. Hopefully he doesn't send us back out. You just cross your fingers, guys, that he doesn't send us back to this city. It is kind of nice though that this is they have enemies like kind of loitering around, but they're not kind of blocking the golden path. It makes it less annoying that you have to run all the way through here, which is I think a good thing. Apparently there's a road up top. It's gonna be at this. Are we gonna see Koltek here? You think? This is the place maybe we're going to here. Maybe there's gonna be an interior. Up through here. Maybe there is an interior here. Okay, the siphon. Interesting. Oh, it's gonna be used to launch off the ships. Cannon sketches. Bells' rage and attacks. Oh. They almost he's invisible. Harris is attempting to reach a nearby marked barrel. Oh, he was about to explode it. So Nargok at the bottom. It was also empty of Nargok as you stand up. Corudan arrives.
I have made an unpleasant discovery, my friend.
While I stood for the Nargok stockpile, I was surprised by a number of Heirs-born corsairs that it came to fighting. But they were not content to engage in battle with their blades alone. They threw glass jars containing a small quantity of oil substance at me. I evaded this attack with a little difficulty. Am I not an elf of Lorien? But when the jar shattered upon the ground and exploded with blue flame. Some of Balakhâd's corsairs have been given jars of Nargok to use in battle. We must retrieve these jars from them. Afterwards, let us meet back here. Okay. You say back here? Did you say back here? He did, but nearby.
Oh.
I mean, are they gonna throw them at us? Like that is my concern. Is that we get them thrown at us. We need hazard pay is what we need. Is there one more? Hey Shaky, I hope you're doing great. Why is my game doesn't stutter? Because honestly, while I do experience that kind of LOTRO lag where you kind of see the server freeze up every now and again, the game runs smooth in between all that, you know. And but again, there's also the skill lag that we have to contend with. But I do appreciate you stopping by. I wonder if you've played in a while. Let me know if you do. What server do you play on? What class? Welcome to the stream. We play a lot of LOTRO here. Corudan, what do you got? I got all the bottles for you.
Did you separate the bottles of Nargok from their bearers?
Good, for I have done the same. I have also found a stack of parchment within an encampment of the Ordâkhai. I think the soldiers knew not what to make of these papers. They are yellowed with age, and when we have finished here, I will have some time to study them. We found not the stockpile we sought, but I think we have discovered the reason for that. Hunger Fire has already been loaded onto the ships of the song, and any excess considered unnecessary for their siphons and cannons that have been given to the Airsworn. It is more necessary than ever that we prevent the song from setting sail. May Curidwan have the time she needs to distribute the blight among the vessels of the fleet, and may we capture or kill the ones who might give the command to sail. But for now, we have done what we can. Perfect. We'll port back to Fearwater Narch, which is apparently that background. Yeah, I do not experience this this stutter that you described. Let's go and talk to Razahal and complete his quest. What a great night sky box. Oh, cool. And you have the hunter and a mariner. Yeah, Vegward is the only character that I have really that is leveled traditionally this far up.
This is a good spot.
Dispose of the swords you gather in the water will erode the sharpness of the blades, rendering them unusable by our foes. Done. Do I have to click that all those times? There we go. Wait for one of the weapons that can no longer be used by your enemies. Nice.
You amuse me, my friend.
Now the Heirs of Corsairs and the soldiers of the Ordâkh will find it more difficult to threaten the peaceful lands downriver. Should Curidwan's plan not succeed? I hope it will. We must plan for anything. Death? What the hell? Whoa, 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 whoa! What the hell is this guy? How do you name his character that? This guy is cool. This guy is very cool. He also set me on fire. Oh, he slapped me so I'd lay down, and then he put a cozy shelter over me. That is funny. That was funny as hell. That was so good. Can I not get out of here? Oh, well, there we go. Now there's, of course, rivers and the souls of Ordâkh will find it more difficult to threaten the peaceful lands downriver. Okay. Nice. Now let's go to talk to Sigileth. That was, I've never seen, a character's never done that. But I legitimately thought he was an NPC about to, like, own me. I thought he was a, like a GM or something. That was really funny. Man, you see all kinds of stuff in MMOs. All kinds of stuff. Very cool. Very, very cool.
We are almost finished now. Only one thing remains to be done.
God, these upgrades just suck so bad. We must put an end to Nakási and Balakhâd. Well, where are they at?
Are you ready to deprive this fleet of its leaders?
We have only to give the word, and we will search the ruins for Nakási and Balakhâd. They cannot escape the four of us. You, me, my brother, and Demuri warrior Rahazi. Meanwhile, Curidwan will continue to use the blight damage and seaworthiness of the song. It will not be long before every vessel lies at the bottom of the lake. We must give her time enough to distribute the blight to every vessel of the fleet. This very much looks like an important quest here. We get a bunch of housing items, a lot of virtue experience that we don't need. And so we're just going to confront them. I mean, we just automatically know where they're at. Look at this guy sitting here. Look at this guy. A bottle of water? What is this? That is very interesting.
I am ready if you are. They will not long hide from us.
Oh, like this is his little prop, apparently. This is crazy. Let's do it.
Now we will end the threat of Balakhâd and Nakási once and for all.
We had no word. This didn't get as much setup as I thought it should, for whatever's happening right now. Balakhâd and Nakási must be somewhere atop the ruins of Kasukhín. They sit atop the island. From that high place, they can survey the fleet. It will not be long until they begin to see the effects of Curidwan's interferences. We must hurry. They will have defenses posted on the bridge that leads to the ruins. Vegward, prepare for a fight. I wonder if they're going to slip through our fingers or something. Is that what it's going to be?
Watch your step and fall not.
Glad she's voice acted. It makes Duel feel strange in the context of these quest lines. It really does. Especially considering we didn't get to go inside and fight the we didn't get to go inside and fight the lady entangler. We looked for all those quest lines. Sorry for the cough, guys. Let's see.
With so many corsairs here about, their leader must be near.
Are they though?
Up here!
Are they gonna pop in? Like, who's here? Oh, they are here. What the hell? Balakhâd's here, but what's her name's not. Also, he's not even max level. What the hell?
Balakhâd, the time has come for you to die.
Wait, lower your weapons. I would first speak with you.
Oh, listen to his voice. He's all nasally. We're gonna talk to this guy now? Childhood was one of tumult. My mother and my father spoke often to me of Castamir, introducing me, instructing me that it was our duty to follow his example. Often I wondered if they were right. Was it true that the elves would always seek to keep our people underfoot, subject to their laws and their shadowy rule? Could my parents have been wrong? From the time I saw elves of the Oasis, the Kintai, and the markets of Umbar-Baharbel, they seemed otherworldly to me, but never sinister. In truth, much of the evil I saw came at the hands of the men. That the Kindred of the Coin hold me captive and chased my mother into hiding at the conclusion of their uprising. Was I not threatened with torture by Azagoth, the Sea Shadow, and Nakási Wave-reaper? But then I beheld the terrible battle where the waterfalls ran red, and I saw the monstrous orcs that emerged from Utuk-Bur. I heard the battle cries of the ferocious Tugi, and I saw the corpses piled upon their feet. I perceived the name of their masters, Vegward, and they were called the Thardúth. From far I heard the wizard Incarnate speak of them as he strove against their powers, and I knew them for what they were. They are elves, Vegward. A terrible evil of the ancient world has awoken to the change of the lands of men, and is in the form of nature precisely what my father believed it would be. Castamir was right, and my parents were right, and in their names I have gathered those who would fight to save our world from mankind. Nakási and I set aside our quarrel with her ships and my little Airsworn, who free all Middle-earth from the grasp of the elves, and those who aid them. If you will stand with me, I would welcome your prowess. You know how dangerous the Thardúth can be. Hell.
If you will not stand with me, you will die on this island.
Okay.
Not if we have any say in this, Balakhâd.
Okay.
Then let us settle the matter and be content with the result.
That's it? This is the battle? Is he really going to get defeated here? No, he's not. He's running.
What has your crew done to the
Delaying
fleet?
Nakási long enough for Curidwan to finish her mission.
You. Is this your doing?
What has happened to the fleet?
From the upper reaches, I witnessed something unbelievable.
Uh-oh, what's happening?
The ships of the song have begun to take on water.
It is
Can
true.
we go watch
the
it?
leaders of these ships begin to sink.
Where? Who's saying that?
I know not how you have done this. But you cannot have damaged every ship of the fleet.
True. You're probably right.
Balakhâd, command your ships to sail.
She gonna kill him?
You will go nowhere. Corudan, block his retreat.
You will be our guest until the Golden Maiden has finished with the last of your ships.
What are we gonna do with this girl?
You elves are always so confident in your own abilities. How will you react when someone reveals your weakness?
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh, what? No. You have to stop them. What are you talking about? They just killed him in cold blood. MP Emperors, I don't know what the best class is. I don't think it's that kind of game. You just gotta play the class that you really like the most.
This is bad. Corudan lies bleeding, and Balakhâd and Nakási escape us.
They will sail the surviving ships of Song Waves and Wind down river to war.
Through our efforts, most of the ships were damaged and cannot sail, but not all.
Okay, Balakhâd and Nakási will sail down the remaining ships of the song down the river. Ikorbân endanger all lands through which it flows. Mount your steed, Vegward. The city of Umbar-Baharbel lies to the mouth of the river. If you're being worried of the approaching ships of the rulers of the city, they may be able to close the river gate before the song of waves and wind passes the city. Speak to me if you will do this. Whoa, what's gonna happen here? Are we gonna see Koltek? Oh, we're gonna fight him?
Ride with as much speed as you can. You must get to Umbar before the song of waves and wind.
Okay, before we move on, I'm gonna call it now. I said at the beginning that we were somehow gonna make it northwest towards Lindon. I think this is gonna be it. I think these guys are not going to Gondor. I think these guys, they hated elves, and they're gonna go to Lindon. I think they're gonna get through. I'm gonna be completely wrong here in about 30 seconds, but I'm calling it now just in case. All right, let's go to the Umbar. Let's do it.
Ride for Umbar. Ride with haste.
On our camel, our trusty steed. Oh wow, we actually have to run through here. Oh, they're throwing the bombs at us, guys. This is cool. Very cool. Very, very cool. Oh god. We're an idiot. We actually have to pay attention too. Trying to see how tough. Is it because we didn't survive? Split the difference here. Okay, we're in amber roll. Oh god! Guys, I'm an idiot. Keep trying to look at the map. Ah! Oh, we might die right here. Shit. Umbar remains far distant, okay? Yeah, we're in Umbar now. This is interesting. Stop. What drives you to Umbar-Baharbel with such reckless speed? Vegward, is that you? Yes, it is. Okay. What now?
This fleet is as dangerous as you say it is. The city is in grave danger.
I agree with you. That's why I was running. Don't you understand? What is all this? Please, just give me... I can't throw anything away. Are you serious right now? Don't want that anymore. Fuck it. Let's do might.
You must hurry onto Umbar.
Give a warning to the guardsmen at the White Gate. Of course, that's what I was doing before you slowed me down. Man, you slowed me down. Hey, the iridescent ore is back. You think we get a rich node on the way here? Hey, if we get a rich node on the way there, I think it's a good omen. Very cool. Very cool. I love everything about this. I'm so glad we split this into a separate episode for that zone. It was worth it. It was worth it. Wow. They really know how to leverage the game engine too. If only we had more fucking space. No rich node. What level are these guys right now? 150. Okay. Okay, to the White Gate. This is where it all began. This is where the expansion began. This is so interesting. And so here's our guy.
A hostile fleet sails towards us down the river Ikorbân.
What proof
That
do
is
I
a
have? What are you
fact.
talking about?
What proof have you of this?
Do I yell it? Dr. Dasadi, the rumor monk. Oh, hey, she'll be so happy. The rumor monger, she'll be so happy she has something to say now. We have ships made by the air, sworn approaches from the river Ikorbân. How can this be? Where the fuck is Tasadi at? There you are. I will share these tidings throughout the fleet. Yes.
Can this be so?
Yes, tell everyone.
I know you for a friend of the city. If you say a hostile fleet approaches Umbar-Baharbel, then it must be so.
Okay, once you arrange for the defense of the city, we must get everyone away from the river. Daxamat by the pool. Daxamat, it's been a minute since we've seen you.
What is this I hear? Tell me what I can do.
Yes, Daxamat to spread the word to the people of the city that a fleet of dangerous ships carrying orcs and Ordâkhai soldiers were approaching from the Ikorbân. I will. You should find my brother Jajax at the forum of Bith Gabar. He will know what to do. How what? Oh, I gotta go all the way over there. What? North Gate. North Gate is the closest, right? Yeah. North Gate. Take me to the North Gate.
Good day to you, traveler.
No. Is that the Fleet Gate? What is that? Fuck it. Just take me. Oh, it is. There's already a swift travel. Okay. Dismount. Turn. This camel turns on a dime. Train it to do that. J-Jax, what are you doing? What are you doing, J-Jax? Oh my god, we can't jump. We're like the crippled camel that ever was. Please.
What did you say? A secret fleet sails toward the city, and I was not informed.
You tell J-Jax the Nakási Wave-reaper and Balakhâd have taken control of the song Waves and Wind and equipped the ships with dangerous Dargak weapons. If it is not kept from leaving the Ikorbân River, all of Middle-earth will be in danger. You need the kindred of coins to close the river gate. You will want my help with this, Vegward. Let me know when you're ready for us to speak with them. Of course, yes!
The kindred of the coins.
We're going to reveal Goltek as a traitor.
You will see. No,
let's do it.
Refuse, Jajax. It is not too late, my friend. Our warning will reach the kindred.
Hey, Gallagam! It's been a while since we've seen this with the vintner guy from Lamadon. Also, if we approach my business with the kindred, can wait. There's coin to be made. Nice. Okay, who else is here? Baruch. I've seen you since your steps brought you to Umbar-Maharbel. I have come above ground to ask Goltek, but my errand can wait. Something troubles you. I would no longer tell the kindred of the coins what you have told me.
The kindred will protect us. Hurry now!
They're not going to protect us, man. J-Jax. Please. If by our warning we save the city, the kindred will surely seek to reward us for our actions today, Vegward. Let us hurry. We're so screwed. These guys are in on the game. These guys are so in on the game. Goltek's right here. No health. No health. No health. Oh god. Okay. Baseline will worry Vegward what brings you with such urgency to Darlaja. Okay, tell her that Nakási Wave-reaper sells a secret fleet armed with weapons crewed by orcs of Mordor and soldiers of Ordâkh down the Ikorbân River. She frowns uncertainly.
You are certain of this? You have seen this fleet?
Yes. Are you listening? I want to see if Goltek gets up.
You must order the closing of the river gate.
He does get up. Look at this.
Only the kindred of the coins can prevent
I
this
love
fleet
this.
from passing the city.
For what reason would Nakási harm Umbar-Baharbel?
Oh my god, I love this so much.
The hatred she bears is for Gondor.
But it is in your power to prevent this.
The river gate will remain open.
Oh shit.
If the Song of Waves and Wind is to be the doom of Gondor, I will not stand in its way.
Oh, shit. What is he gonna do?
How is it you know the name of this fleet, Armelak? When neither of us have spoken it aloud.
Oh, shit. Oh, shit.
This Corsair fights for Umbar, not for the usurping kindred.
Okay, this guy now? Or those guys now? Okay. Oh, the Temimir. Now they're jumping in. Oh my god, guys. Everything's coming true. Oh, shit. You know, there's a little bit gained by dying here, Vegward. Harmelech might have pretended she first heard the name Song of Waves and Wind from you when you visited her in her manor. She is not as clever as she thinks herself to be. Both cannot buy wisdom, only experience can do that. When Asgard told us of the song's existence, neither of us believed in it. If the Dark Lord of Mordor cannot rely upon such a fleet, of what use could it be to us? But it seems Nakási has done the impossible. An Ordâkh I sent her from Ashigir will prove the difference, I think. When Gondor burns, the folks of Umbar-Baharbel will rejoice. Oh my god. We have to put our faith in Daxamat now. What's going to happen now?
Seize them!
Oh, shit. Didn't this whole thing start with Daxamat telling a story about the Corsairs? Oh, it popped us in as him. And we're not even in session play. What? There's not much Dax, but you can stay here as long as you need. I've lived here near the ever since Kinsman Belendor ordered my release from the jail following his return from Ikorbân. Many of my fellows were freed as well. I know not what Belendor saw, but I am grateful for it. You can stay here until you learn what happened to your brother. There has really been no word of him since he and Vegward went to Darlaja. He's asking a question. You leave your belongings in the storage room. I go through the door behind me into the hall. Storage room is in the door to the left. What is even happening right now? The actual. What is all this, guys? This for my belongings? Okay. Okay. There's someone here for you, Dax. A Temimir dwarf I've never seen before. If he is not a friend of yours, I will send him away. If it is true that an enemy fleet approaches the city, we should not draw attention to this place. Oh, we have to go talk. We're gonna go talk to him? You're kidding me. Iruk. Oh. Okay. You were Daxamat, the brother of Jajax. I have been looking for you. I have tidings of him, and you should hear. Spoke to many people hoping to find you. But at last the rumor monger directly me to this place. Now hear what I have to see. In Darlaja, when your brother and my friend Vegward petitioned the kindred of the coins, go shut the river gate and prevent the approaching fleet from passing the city. Almost did I leave, but curiously stayed at my feet, and I watched from afar as they were seized by the guards. They were brought to the jail and are now captives of Armelech. Even Koltek has sided with her. I can think of no reason for him to do this. I fear the kindred of coins has betrayed the city. Even now I hesitate to return to the streets. They maybe keep watch for anyone who witnessed their duplicity. Vegward proved a friend to many of us in the city. How can they justify imprisoning him after such monumental deeds on behalf of the Umbari and Temimir alike? Okay, talk to Itir here. You need a way to pass unseen from the refuge without being seen by spies of the Lord of Kindred. I would not call this day fortunate, but perhaps in this matter alone I have some good fortune to share. Pass through the door behind me and take the stairs down to the cellar. You will see what I mean. Okay. Nice. We're gonna go through the sewers, guys? I see what your friend has in
I
mind.
see what your friend has in mind. I know a waterway to Umbar-Mok when I see one.
The second enter and leave the refuge without detection by local spies to Harmalak. I still cannot believe Koltek would endanger the city in this way. I have never known Vegward to lie, and he was most clear that the hostile fleet sails down the river toward us. I may be able to contact someone who can get a message to the prisoners. I will return and let you know if I succeed. Oh shit, I gotta go up again? Now who's here? Alex and Kasha. I don't know who are these guys.
Rumors spread like wildfire throughout the lower ward.
Is it true that Vegward has been imprisoned by the Kindred of the Coins? I can think of no reason for him to languish in the jail, especially if he sought to warn us about this approaching danger. Why would the Kindred support this attack? My husband owes a great deal to Tumuldo Fearwater, who convinced him not to join Balakhâd during the war, but that was a different Kindred, and the people say Tumuldo is slain. People also say you and your brother are Vegward's close companions, Daxamat. Tell us what we must do to help, and we will do it. Nice. We're kind of gathering the Avengers, so to speak.
To the city that the hostile fleet approaches on the Ikorbân River.
Vegward has been in prison for trying to stop it. Can this be true? My wife, Kasha, and I named Vegward a friend, and any who seek him harm must be answered to us. The deadly stays are behind me, but I have mates enough throughout the Shield Isles and the Cape to make things difficult for the Kindred of the Coins. They truly have betrayed the city, as the whispering suggests. If the word of the advanced scouts can be trusted, it seems likely. I say you can hear Orcus forces from at least one of the approaching ships. Retro. People turn to you for guidance. Ask yourself what Vegward and J-Jax would do if they were here. Okay, we're asking ourselves. That's exactly right, Jax. Today we begin to fight against those who would betray us for Vegward and for J-Jax. God, we need more room again. Destroy this. Okay. None would mistake me for one of the Corsairs of legend. My prowess is not in the combat or swordplay. Spent many weeks in the jail when the nobleman I thought to rob of his purse proved more vigilant than I expected. So I would not recommend you assign me ties of thievery. There's one thing I can help you steal, Dax. Together we will steal the hearts of the people and right from under the noses of the kindred. Folks have already come here searching for someone to lead them, and more sure to come. We are going to need a place where we can make our plans. Maybe we should set up the room on the right so we can accommodate our growing numbers. Nice. The room on the right. This room is on his left, but just kind of set down the chairs. Fair. This is a start, but there's more to be done. The Kindred Coins has two places where their leadership can feel safe: within the meeting hall of Darlaja and within the strong walls of the Citadel of Winds. As our numbers grow, we will need to find some way of threatening these bastions, making the Kindred question its safety and sources of its power. There's something else too. Harmalak and Koltek have imprisoned two of our most significant figures, Dax. The city will not forgive this outrage, and as word of it spreads, the dominion of the Kindred must begin to weaken. They underestimate how beloved Vegward has become to the people of Umbar-Baharbel. They underestimate the popularity of your brother J-Jax. I think these were mistakes, Dax. But now we must ask ourselves an important question. For how long will the Kindred keep J-Jax and Vegward in captivity? Are they still alive? And if they are, for how long will they remain so? Travel now. Okay.
I hope they are all right.
Now we're us again. The cage and the captives. Might as well settle down. We're not going anywhere. Pass the time in your cage.
Did you hear that? Someone is coming.
I'm ready. Let's do this. I've trained for this. Who the fuck is coming?
I trust
Harmalak.
you two
Oh,
are
okay.
comfortable.
Why have you come here, Harmalak?
Such hostility.
I will fight you. I'm not afraid to hit you.
I feared the din of celebration in the city above might keep you from sleeping. The
Celebration.
people rejoiced as the song of waves and wind passed the city and sailed on to Gondor.
She's lying. She's lying. She lied before and she lies again.
For what reason would I lie to you now? Victory is already mine. Gondor will burn. Umbar will triumph.
You have forgotten something, Armelak? You may learn it again to your sorrow.
Okay.
What have I forgotten?
Umbar is a free city.
I know it well. I have made it so. The kindred of the coins overthrew the heirs of Castamir and the Church of Barkush.
The people did this. How will they react when Nakási returns with her fleet? How will they welcome its crews of Erswans, Orcs, and Ordâkhai?
Good questions.
They will do as they are told.
Maybe, but I would not.
Okay. Well, no, but as you say, the people of the city will know why I would not close the river gate if the song of Waves and Wind could not leave the river Ikorbân. Nakási would have turned the Nagási cannons upon Umbar-Baharbel. Should we have sacrificed our own city for the sake of Gondor? We asked Khomar if she truly believes that Nakási or Balakhâd would have destroyed their own city, and she waves a dismissive hand. Do you believe the people of the city share your uncertainty, Vegward?
When next I return, you may believe differently.
Oh, there's so much to
Farewell.
this. There's always so much more to the story. And their creative liberty is so good. This definitely deserved a different episode than Need to Go, for sure. It needed to be.
You might as well get some sleep. We may be here a while.
Okay. It's time in your cage. Mysterious girl. Who are you? Oh, she's the one from the sewers. It's you. The sewer rat. I fed you. Remember when I fed you? I fed you down and Umbar-Baharbel. I was me. I did that. Message from one of the Temimir. He says the work continues. We need many hands to mine the Avishal. We'll forge new medallions from it. Remain alert for its shine and stay safe. The mine is treacherous, but there will be a light in the darkness. That's a coded message. Girl turns to go with that. She hesitates. She faces you again. You try to remember where you have seen before, where you have heard before. Sorry, guys. Where have you before heard this voice? Jesus, the subject-verb agreement there is strange. We watched as the ships passed the city. One galley tried to block the way to open the water, and it was sunk. The terrible smoke of the cannon smelled foul. We saw orcs on the deck of one of the ships. They cheered as the ship of Umbar burned. The water could not quench the blue flames. Okay, we're continuing to many, many hands to mine the Avishal, and we'll forge new medallions from it. Remain alert for its shine. Are they gonna break through the wall here? It's the sewer rat girl.
I did not always live in the shadows of Umbar-Baharbel. I had a home in the city once. Family who loved me.
We all love you. Everyone loves you.
They did not survive the flames of Barkush. I have been Tefisa ever since that day.
Tefisa, we love you. Never saw her face before, but now it was in Umbar-Baharbel that you spoke to Tefisa. She's one of the Tarasi, the forgotten children who make their way through hidden paths beneath the city. It must have been the Temimir Baruch who gave her this message to bring to you and J-Jax. I watched the flames destroy my home. Once stranger, they were orange and red, and then the embers lit by the servants of Barkush. But a fire is a fire. Those ships will set ablaze the homes of Gondor, but they will return. When they return, the conflagration will spread to the homes of Umbar. I can help you escape, but I have a price.
Nothing comes for free.
You want food?
If I help you to escape, I need something from you. A promise.
Of course.
Will you swear to destroy the ships and their masters?
That's what I've been trying to do. Have you been listening? Have you been listening, little girl? Who the fuck is Ashenath? Hold on. I kind of want to call her the wrong name.
How can
Oh,
we know
hey,
that
okay,
name?
who's Ashenath? How do we know this? How do we know that name? Ashenath. What was that name? He just keeps on oblivious to everything. Where do we remember that name? Okay. I don't know.
Messages arrive from all throughout the city, Daximat.
Song waves and wind passing so near to the city has caused their numbers to grow. People cannot disbelieve the evidence of their own eyes. The Kindred allowed these ships to sink an Umbari galley. They have... Hold on, there's more people in here. There's people that look like me. The fleet has sailed into the bay and left us behind, but the Kindred will still come through its passage. Where are they going? This is bad. This is real bad. Fuck, we can't even do that. We can't even do that. All the things. What can we drop? I need to drop something. What would we drop, guys? Salt grinders. We'll take that. Destroy this.
I've been running hither and yon all morning.
As you can remember, every word of the city, and I've been running hither and yon all morning. Let me rest, I beg you, only for a moment. Once I have caught my breath, I will return to the work. He told Nakási that he should rest, for he will be of little use to Imlagoli, the rising tide of rebellion. If he falls down from exhaustion, he smiles gratefully. I only need a moment to ask him out really, but if you climb the stairs and check to see if Sakata slipped any more messages under this door, my rest should cost us very little. There were none when I last checked, but that was a few minutes ago. Okay, up top. Secret parchment. Collect the messages piled up on the door by an ally of Imlagoli's cause.
Already there are more messages from elsewhere in the city.
Bits are moving quickly. Next time out, you should spread out these papers on the planning table. More folks wait for their orders. Just
Mina and I can move unnoticed through the lower ward with great speed.
so the moment we want to be seen and to be heard, I'm confident we can spread the news of Harmalek's betrayal of the city and that Koltek may be aiding her. It will not be difficult. The few of the Umbari failed to see the enemy ships as they passed by, and it was apparent to all of the Corsair crews that joined their hands with soldiers of Ordâkh and orcs of Mordor. But it is an outrage and a mockery. I understand there is a plan in motion to free your brother and Vegward from the captivity. Has there yet been any word? Let's see if Baruch has any. I want to know what that girl's name is. Are there people in here? What's he doing? What's going on here? Is there belongings still over here? It is. I wonder what that's gonna portend to be.
I bring good news from Umbar-Baharbel, Daximat.
Contact spoken with Vegward and JJX are being held in the Fleet Fast jail, and the Tarasi girl is willing to show us the secret way inside. She's very insistent that if she performs this task for us, we will see that enemy fleet is destroyed. I knew not if that is within our power, but I told her we would consider it. We need Vegward and JJX freed. We would consider nothing until that happens. Am I right? Voices raised in anger. Uh-oh. You have to fight? Fucking these two. Clearly these guys are going to be allies, all right?
For now, I relent. If you give me a reason to fight, I will not again lower my coppices.
Where's the lion, though? We weren't a lion, buddy. Eleanor and I were away from the city, visiting the arid hills of Damarzag, looking for evidence of the Thardúth. We found none, and we returned to Umbar-Baharbel. The shadowing of its people can be basically by no one. Someone had allowed the fleet of Mordor and Ordâkh to pass the city, and it sailed into the bay. It turned its cannon upon Umbar ships. Even now, the wreck of an Umbar galley smolders within the blue flames of the hungry fire. Some members of the kindred seem to have allied with this fleet. Only one arranged for me and Bellandor to be away from the city when it arrived. This was the word of Harmelech. She knew this fleet was on its way, and she wanted to ensure Rothog did not stop it.
You are Daxamat, yes? The brother of Jorjax. These men follow your command?
Should have known something was amiss, Daxamat. Harmelech said an interest in the Thardúth should have raised my suspicion, for always, as she dismissed the servants of Morgoth we faced in Ur-Star as less than a threat to Umbar than others. To ask Rothog and I to travel to Damarzag to learn if they have any presence there, it seems an obvious ruse now, a means of keeping two members of the kindred from interfering with their plans. When we departed, I thought that at last she was taking seriously the danger. But now we have returned, and we must decide what can be done. Where is Vegward? We should ask him for his thoughts.
Imprisoned? We will need to do something about that.
Something else troubles me. Some of the people from whom I spoke with claim that Nakási commands the fleet and that she has joined hands with Balakhâd, the son of Balakhor. The ships are crewed with Erisworn corsairs, Orson Mordor, and Ordâkhai soldiers alike. If this is true, fully half of the kindred of the coins have changed their loyalties. Nakási, Harmelech, and Kolthek can no longer be trusted to lead. Where is the Thothril? Yeah, the shapeshifter. She has always been more solitary than the rest, but if she sides with the Batarians, it will be difficult for Rothog and I to convince the city that our position is just. That way is certain to lead to bloodshed. I do not fear it. I would prefer not to slay my fellows if it might be avoided, but we need to remove the blight from kindred of coins in order to cleanse it one way or another. But you are the leader of the band of fighters, Daxamat. Consider all that must be done and give your people commands. The uprising of Umbar begins now. The guise of Daxamat. Interesting. Very interesting. Let's talk to everybody.
Rumina and I have many contacts within the Starkhaven and the lower ward.
Of course, there's the mariners, vendors, and the caravan drivers, even the troublers and brigands of the gut. All these folk have reason to overthrow their rulers who think to sell us to Mordor or Ordâkh. Even the Corsair Judith may join us in this. He has retired from this privateering trade, but he will see the righteousness of Umagoli's cause.
I know of a place where many weapons are stored, Dax.
We need the Dahal Hulis of Khomar Bóha. There are racks and racks of weapons for use in the arena. That is not all we can take from there. The gladiators revere Rothog as both a great warrior and a leader of the city. If they are shown he sides with us to whoever overthrow the villains who betray Umbar-Baharbel, who have obtained not just weapons but fighters to wield them as well. We must not underestimate the reputation of Rothog the Storm. The prospect of facing him in single combat was enough to keep me safely content in the jail. I knew not that kinsman Bellandor would free me from captivity without fighting only days later, but I did know not to face Rothog in the blood sands for my freedom. But today I will fight for freedom from the traitors who pretend to spread for Umbar. But I fight beside the storm and not against him.
There is no need to draw stones, as is the custom among my people in Umbar-Baharbel.
I know that the duty is set before me. At first, I will go to Mekab Kupar with this unpleasant news. Kolthek has jeopardized the lives, safety, and wealth of the Timur people, and I will bring those of my fellows who agree with this position to the Sword with Stone, where we will seek an audience with Yannick Jewelbrow, the Hall Father. One way or another, Kolthek will be removed from power or for his part in this calamity. While I do this, someone else must make use of the secret entrance into the Fleetfast jail in order to free your brother and Vegward. I think Bellandor is going to go with us. Bellandor?
You have given these folk their orders, Daxamat. What now is your role to play?
Okay, I think not, Daxamat. This is a dangerous undertaking. I cannot say how it has happened, but you have somehow become the leader of this rising tide in Imoguli. This must mean like the rebellion or something. Without you to focus on these very disparate fighters, I think this uprising is stuffed out like a torch doused in seawater. You must remain here in this refuge in order to coordinate the efforts of Imoguli. Rescue of Vegward and your brother must be left to others. Are we gonna get to play as Balindor?
Razahal and I will lead this rescue mission.
Vegward and Jajax are imprisoned by those who we counted allies, even friends. Two of us must set this right. I will speak with Tamir about this secret entrance he has discovered. Were it not now of use, I would rue its very existence, but it seems such a way into the jail will now help us bring our friends to freedom. About that I will not complain. Regret not that you do not accompany us. There will be danger enough for you here, Daxamat. All the city will soon come alive with anger. You must be ready to guide its famous voice. Let's do it.
Go then, and good fortune go with you. Good fortune go with us all.
Gondor has already been defeated, Vegward. If it is difficult to tell passive time from down here, but if the weapons of the song are as dangerous as you say, it will not take long for Nakási to complete her mission. We need more space. Fuck.
Get them! What is happening out there?
We need more space.
You may want to stand back. Razahal?
We're all full up. Damn. Hey, Balindor. Good to see you again, Vegward, but we have not the time to catch up. Razahal and I will stay and guard the rear while you and Jajax make your escape. The way out is downstairs. Daxamat leads a rebellion against Harmalik and Koltek. With every passing moment, more and more of the people join Ilmagoli, the rising tide. I'm sorry this has happened, my friend. Thought the sickness in the kindred ended with Azagoth, but it is not so. Harmalik and Koltek have betrayed the city, and I must make it right. Say Daxamat leads the uprising against kindred? My brother, Daxamat, there has not been some misunderstanding. My brother is one who follows, not the one who leads. I'm the one who leads. I know I said we should put our faith in Dax Vegward, but I didn't expect something like this. We had better go. I have to see it before I will believe it. Okay, now what?
One of these guards might have the keys.
What fucking guards?
You should free us some friends on our way out.
What car are you talking about, man? Please. Is that gonna mean anything? Like if the fact that I freed that guy right there? This is very cool. Will not regret this. Freedom is mine. Are these people gonna like follow me? What would happen if we just kind of ran through here and didn't free any of these guys? That's not a trick. I mean, I'm helping you. Oh, it's the Thada. No fucking way. King of the Coins is dead, Vegward, and it was created to protect the people of the city, not to burn them alive as the church did. The church of Barkush. Umbar did not slay the Harmalak and Koltek for their betrayal. I will do it myself. Below the city, I witnessed Balindor and Balthog traveling with greatest speed. Pursued them. Had they supported Harmalak's treachery, they would be dead already, but it seems these two have not abandoned their wits. We are to bring you by the pass beneath the city to the hideout where the uprising began. Are you ready? You hesitate. Images of thatched Gondorian cottages wreathed by blue flame flash before your eyes, followed by the homes in Umbari style, suffering the same fate. You remember a small voice asking you to destroy the ships and their masters. Interesting.
Why have you not already left, Tata?
She doesn't have health.
It would appear our prisoners have second thoughts.
Second thoughts? What are you talking about? I didn't say that. What's the cause for the delay? The city is above as a tinderbox ready to catch fire. The slightest spark, the Umagoli cannot now be stopped. To Belinda, that you feel for the people of Gondor unaware of the deadly danger that sails toward them. For the people of Umbar, he nods. It occurred to me that Nakási will not give up this fleet, when her business in Gondor is completed, she will return to Umbar-Baharbel, and any passing whim will be enforced by cannon with hungry fire. My ship Sasoka is moored in a hidden harbor not far from here, Vegward, and none can match her speed within her sails are full. You guys thought if she would be willing to pursue the song of waves and wind to Gondor. Despite the danger, she stares at you seriously. On my last voyage with Nakási, we sailed around the coast of Outer Gondor. Our purpose was to prove to the new king of Gondor that despite the defeat of Umbar in the war, the Kingdom of the Coins was not without strength. That Umbar would not be subservient. Umbar must be treated as a powerful neighbor and worthy of respect. But then Tumuldo was slain, and the light in Nakási's eyes changed. Hatred drove her. We encountered the grove of a tree tender in the Cape of Anfalas. Later, I learned that Nesorn, that his name, at least in the tongue used by the elves and men, was Leaf Shade. Nakási threatened to burn his grove as a message to Gondor, and I told her I wanted to be no part of it. But had Nesorn not surrendered to her, I know she would have burned the grove with fire and torches and all of Gondor beside. Now she possesses the ability to do just that. If my ship Satoka can stop her, I cannot remain idly by and claim to have not aided her. For Leaf Shade, if not for any others, my ship is yours. Agents of Koltek and the Earthsworn stand between you and the hidden harbor. Hope you're ready. So we're gonna go on the ship apparently and go onto the high seas, I think. Uh-oh. The hidden harbor is just ahead. We must cut through these foes if we're to reach the Thothril ship.
Attack!
Easy enough. Oh, Koltek's foot soldiers. Interesting. Are we going to face off against Koltek here?
It is good to get my blood flowing again.
Yeah, yes, indeed.
The ship is near.
Indeed. Indeed. Okay, freed prisoners. Oh, are these going to be our guys? Hold on, what you got to say, buddy? Hey, so is this our crew? Sirgon, nice. I will go where you lead, nice. Okay. Go below decks. Who's below decks? My cup says thirst. If they must drink the blood of a friend, so be it. Wait, is that bird gonna be back? Ada, J-Jax. This is more like it. I've always been more at home on a ship, even if that ship carries me to a dangerous battle in defense of Gondor. Of all places, at last, Legend of J-Jax will continue to grow. We'll leave the uprising against Harmelech and Koltek in Daxamat's capable hands. There is a first time for everything, I suppose. I hope we're not making a grave mistake. I'm sad, Vegward. Did not think to bring Hershok with me. We came to rescue from the jail, and Tathata says there isn't time for me to go get him. Now I must stay behind in the city instead of joining the battle in Gondor. He will miss all the fighting. Perhaps one of the members of Imagoli will bring him to Tarzalaja to slay Harmelech or Koltek. He would like that. Oh, I hope they do. Nice. Hey, these are all the people we saved, I think, just now. Sigurd has been on my mind since these last few hours. What would he say to know that I now set sail to his home of Gondor in a desperate bid to defend it from destruction? I know the answer. He would smile and clap me on the back and say he would do the same for my own home. And do Gondor and Umbar have in common? Sons and daughters who would die for them against any threatening danger. This is a really, really good story so far. Man, what's gonna happen? Stark is the fast ship, but the song departed many hours before us. It may be too late to prevent Nakási from completing her mission. She's driven by vengeance, Vegward, not just for the death of Tumuldo, but for every injury and injustice she has suffered during her years of life. Each of these wounds has fed her hatred, and she has been blinded by her desire for vengeance. That is the meaning of Satoka, vengeance. It is a chance for plan that speeds us in pursuit of Nakási aboard a ship of vengeance. I cannot say. The world is a curious place. I want to be up on deck, though. Shoot of a song and a desperate hope. Some of those who sailed that way would never return. Uh-oh, 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 uh-oh. Who's gonna die here? Oh, shit. Where are we at? The Harland in flames. Oh, shit. We've arrived too late. Oh, God.
We have arrived.
Oh, God. Okay. Raw gems. No, I want those. I want the good stuff, man. Fuck it.
Gondor cannot be without defenders.
Where its knights were its fighters, the King of Gondor would not permit such an incursion near the White City to remain unmet unless he had no choice. Let's press forward to the northwest in search of those who might stand against Nakási. Make your way northwest in search of Gondorian defenders. What the actual fuck is happening? This is very, very cool, though. Fire, the smoke. What do we got here? Soldier of Gondor.
Is that you?
We are pressed here, and we may not have many men in an attempt to learn what the villain bedevils us. The Corsairs tasted bitter defeat during the war, and their fleet destroyed. We sallied forth from the Minas Tirith when we first received word of enemy ships sailing toward the Harland. King Elessar led the charge, but we could not get near enough for the fear terrible weapons fired from their weapons. Is it true they have wrought new quantities of the Umbar fire? The king was pushed away from the river, find his men in the northwest, past the graveyard. So we're gonna meet our boy the king again, King Elessar. Ouch. Trial by fire. I believe that's the graveyard and the encampment up here. Interesting, there's no map here. It's a born deer. See me? No, you have returned to stand with us against the courses of Umbar.
You have returned to stand with us.
I only hope you have not arrived too late. When we traveled King Elessar to Outer Gondor, that he might hear the concerns of the people and help them rebuild it from war. And I think we would be so soon thrust once again into such horrors as have come to the Harland to stay. It was my duty and Lornians to safeguard the king, but how can we protect them against the fleet that wields such terrible weapons and is crewed by every enemy that ever vowed to destroy Gondor? Of course, there's the Rohirrim and the Orcs, all united in hatred against us. King Elessar has established a camp on the overlook atop the sloping path. Go to him and learn what can be done against these invaders, if there be any. Wow, the story just keeps on giving, man. Wow, wow, wow. Lindor, Apadair, and Lornian. You return to Gondor in a time of need, my friend. I deem it no coincidence. Tell me everything you know of this fleet and the villains who captain it. Those for sides, when you finish your count, you can tell the events of the day have taken their toll. The death of Nakási's husband Tumuldo at the hands of the Heirsworn was an injustice, but it cannot warrant such an attack as this. As she remained in Umbar, nursing her hatred of Gondor, that would be a sorrow, and I would share her grief, but for her to seize command of this fleet and these weapons and bring them to bear against my people, that cannot be forgiven. 5 ships had come to the Harland, wielding the hungry fire I thought was gone. Nakási captains the largest of these. 2 others are crewed by Haradrim soldiers, and then 1 has orcs aboard. I cannot see who commands the crew of this last ship, but from your account, I deem it must be Balakhâd, son of Balakhor, the Scourge. The heirs of Castamir remain to trouble us, it seems. It has been a losing struggle at this point, Vegward, but perhaps your arrival will turn the tide. Speak to my attendants on the Overlook. We'll begin to fight back against these invaders. Let's see what they tell me to do.
The ship sailed into the Harlon with no warning.
The crews of orcs and Haradrim set the port ablaze in the span of a single hour. They came ashore. We met them with sword and spear, but we were unprepared for such ferocity in times of peace. Our counterattack will come. It must come soon. Face any of those who would not pillage Harlan, and you will help us regain the advantage.
It's only been a matter of weeks since I traveled with you in Unfalls. So much has happened.
It's only been a matter of weeks in that entire storyline we've just been through in the last year. The whole Song of Wind and Waves has only been a couple of weeks. What? The heirs of Castamir behind this attack. You tell Alfadir that Balakhâd supplied the Corsair crews for some of Nakási's fleet, but most of those ships were damaged before they could sail to Gondor. You ask him what you can do to help fight against the 5 ships that made the journey. There is much chaos that we retreated this overlook, Vegward, and we were pursued by our enemies. I love all the background noises. It's like they're being thrown over the top. As the king's groom, it is my job to see the horses, and I did the best I could, but 2 of them slipped away from my attending and fled toward the main street that runs through the center of Harlan. They were crazed by the flames. You see, who among us was not? You find Agilodal and Garanor, send them back to me. So 2 horses, and getting on those ships, maybe.
King Elessar rode bravely from the White City and led a sortie against the invaders.
Okay, but we push back to the hill. We retreat. Some of our soldiers drop their weapons on the slope. Treat these weapons if you descend over the look and leave them in the weapons barrel that has been placed by the graveyard. They will be used again. Okay. So first it's just getting swords. This guy just kind of gave us a rundown. Interesting. Oh, we have to get off our horse. Okay, of course. Of course. Get off your horse. Well, at least they're probably going to be in kind of order of the direction we're moving in. We'll leave these next to the, we'll leave them next to the graveyard there. We'll find the 2 horses and defeat the soldiers as well. Here's the weapons barrel. Okay, we can't go in there. Quick. Yeah, no map, so I think we can go through here. Here's the orcs. There's the 6. And along the main street and send them to safety. Okay. along the main street. Can't get in there. Let's see here. Yeah, we can't get in there. What do you think the deal is here to get in here? Here they are. Look at all these guys we just met. The other one's down here. Didn't run very far, big guy. Just stayed there in the city. Well, I wonder what this is going to look like when we return. Troll warrior. And this guy here. There we go. Okay. Get out of here, buddy. Now the big question is, can we sneak out of here? And we cannot. I think Harland is where these whispers started too. Such great writing, man. We can kind of beeline out of here. Nope. Oh shit, there's a door over here. Hold on. Don't have the corresponding quest. So are we going to be sent in there? It's interesting they didn't draw a map for this. I would have even appreciated like the basic map that they used. This might be unique to this spot.
Did you see the son of Balakhâd? I heard shouting above the tumult.
The voice that cried the heirs of Castamir have designs upon the White City. Could it be true? It seems evident that the heirs sworn will not have victory despite their initial success. The counterattack will begin at Elessar's command. Of course. Heed not my jumbled thoughts. Bellador at the graveyard. Bellador is here. King's expression has already greatly changed from when you first encountered him. His weirdness has become replaced with determination. This is the hour in which we fight back against the invaders. Bellador tells me that Nakási has broken with his kindred. Is the enemy too of Umbar? I believe him. He counts himself no longer a man of Gondor. But today we fight side by side to prevent Nakási and her allies from endangering our lands and our homes, though they be not shared. We have to do something.
Something about the Narjok weapons
Nakási
has mounted upon the song.
I agree.
Nakási inflicted great damage upon the Harlon with her initial attack, but her forces are limited.
To those who made the crossing, the soldiers of Minas Tirith greatly outnumber the warriors of Nakási's disposal. If King Elessar mounts its counterattack, they should be able to overwhelm the crews of the song. The Nargok weapons remain in the real danger, where they greatly make up for disadvantage in numbers. We have to disable those weapons, Vegward. I will go with Razahal, destroy the Nargok weapons aboard the Orc ship. You should find Jijax on the eastern side of the port city, near the docks, and go with him to destroy the Nargok weapons aboard one of the Ordâkhai vessels. Then we will have leveled the playing field and somebody give King Elessar an opportunity to mount the counterattack. This is what the Sirgon wanted. Vegward, place peace between Gondor and Umbar, and I will not allow Nakási to shatter our chance for good relations between our peoples. Eastern side of Harland. Eastern side of Harland. Okay, well, no other quests from you guys, right? Okay, I'm back into the fray. Let's do this. Let's get in here. So back into the city. East side of Harland, at the docks. Love these sounds, man. Although I don't see any men fighting, but it is what it is, right? We can't get through here. Can't get through there. We can get through here. J-Jack's here. What's up, buddy? Stands bravely among the flames, not far from the docks.
Will disable the Narshak weapons on another of these ships.
Yes, then let us be competition.
Let it be a competition.
Through good fortune and my incredible skill, we will accomplish our own mission before they succeed. Let's do it.
We will teach our enemies the danger of harnessing the hungry fire.
Okay, need not commit those names to my memory, for they will not long matter. I will teach their captains the lesson of the flames, that he who sets a fire may be one who burns. Okay. Nice.
We will handle the Ordâkhai, Balondor. You and Rothoth can take the orc ship.
It will be done.
Attack!
Okay. He's not going to do any one of them. I have to do all four. God.
Destroy the Narshak weapons, but be sure to get clear.
Oh, God. The whiff. I hate that whiff on that. This might be a little too close.
Those weapons have burned out.
Get off the damn boat, dude.
What was that?
Here from the direction of the Goshavage. Oh, fuck. They get it.
Gondor and Rothoth may be in danger. Follow me!
Are we going this way? Rothog? Is that Belendor? No.
Oh, no.
Oh, shit. It's too late, Vegward. Too late to save him. Rothog look up from a fallen comrade. Battled the captain of the ship in combat while Belendor went to disable the Nagrek weapon. Something went wrong. In the hungry fire, the orcs were on purpose here and set a trap for us to damage the mechanism of the Nagrek weapons and went Belendor. After the explosion, I ran to the flames and carried Belendor out of the inferno. But I was too late. He completed his mission, but he's left us. Oh, shit. So we lost him.
Gondor means nothing to me.
But this guy does.
But Belondor did not want it to burn. You must tell the King of Gondor he cannot fail.
Okay, done.
On this day, he must honor my friend Belondor with victory.
Damn. Okay, back to the graveyard. Return to the graveyard. Okay. I remember rebuilding this. I remember we had to find the rats and stuff in Harland. We've been through Harland a couple of times, guys. Oh, he's injured. Oh, shit.
I don't know what happened.
The moment the king was issuing commands to his knights, the next he was upon the ground. I think he has been stabbed by a secret knight.
My king. Who has done this to you?
Oh, shit. Vegward, my friend, heed my words. It was Afadir, my groom of horses. He stood close by and whispered in my ear, "For the heirs of Castamir," hissed he, and his knife found a gap in the plates of my armor. He must have been the traitor we were suspected. I thought such a one would be higher in my counsels. Oh, shit. Did he go into that cellar thing? The one we couldn't unlock before? What does he have to say? Hold on.
What treacherous snake has dared harm the king?
Okay. The air-sworn ship. Okay. Oh, I'm gonna have to look that guy up and see if he was there at the beginning. It'd be interesting if he was there at the beginning. So Northern Docks. Very interesting the way this is playing out. The pot is here. Okay.
We must end this now.
Hey, he is just ahead, but he has no one. We must put an end to his masters. Maybe it was. Maybe he does have like some pull. Who knows who he is? Fuck, man. Can't. Okay, let's just use this. Great overall gems. Garnets. Use this.
Nakási and Balakhâd must die.
After the safety of Gondor, that of Umbar and her people, are you ready to see this done?
And her people.
Yeah, but what is that guy? I want to know where that guy's at. Hold on. I'm going to go see that guy. I want to know where that guy's at. We're just going to let that guy go? You're kidding me. Brutal strikes damage. I think that's interesting. Let's use up some of this stuff. Just brutal strikes damage. $525, 170. Here we go. Okay, she needs to say no more of you, for you now to know what is in her mind. Vengeance and justice. Let's do it.
The end comes.
Nakási Wave-reaper and the Heirs of Castamir. Heirs will ship moored alongside the dock here called Fazanig, the last heir. You must see this name comes true and put an end to the Endu, who rallies the heirs war in my business with Nakási. Nice. Okay, so far, little pitiful things. And Balakhâd, Afadir Airsworn, Troll Warrior, and Nakási. Oh, he's pitiful, he's pitiful!
Balakhâd, I have slain the King of Gondor. You must protect me.
Is this true? Do you think to deceive me?
No, my lord, please, let me explain. I will prove my loyalty to the heirs of Castamir.
She's gonna get him.
My business is with Nakási and no other. These two are yours.
Please, let me explain.
No, I'm gonna kill you, man. Always have I been a lord of the heirs of Castamir, I gave them whatever tidings I could of Elessar's plans, and the woman, Irith, proved a font of information. Indeed, it was most challenging to determine what news could be of use amidst all of her ramblings. I lost contact with Mathan shortly before the king departed for outer Gondor and received no further word from the other reporters of the heirs. I had decided I would actually think on my own, and that stayed in my hand for a time, but always I sought for some means to separate the king from the defenders while we ventured in Amphalos and Peneth Galen. But now that Balakhâd has assured his rightful mantle, I can die knowing I have done what I could to support this rise. If I must die, then we die for him. Praise the memory of Castamir and all of his heirs. Done.
My loyalty.
And now you.
I asked you once before to stand beside me.
She dying?
You must know the destruction of Gondor is necessary. The ancient elves, they will kill us all.
Oh, Roth thought he was gonna kill him.
Your time.
He's got 2 million health too. He's done.
Wait, if I surrender?
And is Nakási alive? Damn. Thought is dead, guys. Whoa! In the splatter, you see the splatter?
Nakási.
Oh, I thought I was alive. She got up. What the fuck?
When I sailed to this place, I knew I would never leave it. But first, Balakhâd would die.
Okay.
I needed the loyalty of his men if I was to have my vengeance upon Gondor. But that vengeance was incomplete, for so long as any heir of Castamir still drew breath. Now I can tell to Muldo, he is avenged.
You cannot defeat me, Vegward, not even with Razahal and Thardúth by your side. My victory is always complete, for I have avenged Muldo and satisfied my quest. Gondor burns as I know it must. My enemies, all of my enemies, have suffered for the hurts they have caused. Now I am beyond all hurt. You have already lost no matter the outcome of this battle. Okay. Oh, God. She just immediately stuns me. God. We're just gonna kind of put her all the way to 0 or what? She got her stun off too. Okay. What's the thought on the deck? Plus flagship to Modo Raba. Let's see. She's defeated and her life nears its end.
Nears its end.
Yeah, I think we're gonna film.
Her eyes dim. Nakási sees us no longer.
Okay.
If you have anything to say to Nakási, say it now.
Okay.
What has happened? How is it I come to be here?
Oh, is she like recollecting something? First verse, last verse. So she spoke the first verse, I guess, and then she'll have the last word, maybe. Enter the coins meets within. Not let you pass. Enter the chamber where your husband Tumuldo meets the other members. Ooh, is this gonna be the breadcrumb to the next thing?
Where my husband goes, I go. Do you believe you can prevent me from joining Tumuldo?
We're gonna kill him?
Very well, Captain. But this is your doing, not mine.
Oh, is she gonna regret what she sees?
Emilka hid her allegiance to the heirs of Castamir from us. It is only right that Thardúth take her place at our council.
Hold, Osaggoth. These are kindred matters. Our number is 7, not 8. Nakási cannot stay.
Your numbers will be fewer if you try to keep my wife from me. Anything you say to me, you can say to Nakási as well.
Are any welcome to join this kindred, then?
It would appear so. We already have a
good. That was good.
on this council.
Say so once more, Tumuldo, and I will take your other hand.
Calm yourselves, my friends.
I don't think he was voice acted
Remember
before.
when it was formed.
The kindred of the coins was formed to free Umbar from its masters. We possessed our differences, but always we held.
They exchanged one set of masters for another.
Did we not?
You know the coins live up to its intentions. I don't think so.
This meeting of our council is dismissed.
Until next we meet, then.
Tumuldo, wait a moment, if you would.
Oh, so what's he gonna do?
I would like to speak with you and with Nakási.
This is where she made like the blood oath or
Very
whatever.
well, Osaggoth. You have our attention.
You know, I have eyes everywhere. Sometimes I see things of interest to me and those of my friends I can trust. Know you of the vast lake at the head of the Ikorbân. I thought not, for it appears on a few maps, and on Umbar. Any who stray too near the lake, Sûg Nidar, and Fearwater are slain before they can report of its existence. What deserves such secrecy? I have learned the answer, my friends, and I ask that you hear me out complete before you disregard my words. Decades ago, following the destruction of Umbar and the burning of its fleet at the hands of the hated Thorongil, the Dark Lord of Mordor commanded the creation of a new fleet to replace the one that was lost. Barkush ordered the creation of this new armada at Sûg Nidar, far from the prying eyes of Dunedain and Gondorian spies. The Song of Waves and Wind, it was named by its builders, and in number it would far exceed even the most grand of the Corsair fleets of history. The war continued for many years, but for reasons unknown to me, Barkush began his war without waiting for the song to be ready. Only now does it near completion. Let me forestall your objection, my friends. The kindred exists to oppose the Church of Barkush, and allies with none who worship that Dark Lord, though he be gone. But the Song of Waves and Wind is not of itself evil. It is a tool, weapon to be used. Just because Barkush set it down does not mean others may not pick it up and use it for their own defense and for their own aims. This fleet could be a gift to Umbar, and to those who must now lead it through dangerous days.
Who else knows about this fleet?
Interesting.
Only
Koltek?
those I can trust.
Koltek and Harmelech, I think.
Harmelech believes it will not be finished in time.
Fair, true, okay.
And Koltek thinks it will not be enough. What do you believe, my friends?
We didn't see Koltek in that entire instance, by the
Can
way.
it be that Gondor will choose peace? It may not be necessary to release the song. Perhaps not. We will not know until someone sails to Gondor and presents them with this choice.
Ah, that's where they came in.
Tumuldo. Sail not to Gondor.
Oh, that's where we came in. Okay. That's where we first
You
meet
will
them.
come with me, my love. The waves will never part us. Together, we will learn if Gondor desires peace.
And then maybe Koltek sent somebody to mess it up?
What is happening? Tumuldo, where have you gone?
Interesting. Ruh-roh.
It is time to go, Nakási.
Can we not remain here together? I have missed you so.
Every ship must leave the shore someday. Ours must now depart, my love.
I think this is kind of an afterlife type reference.
There was something I wanted to tell you. But now I cannot remember what it was. Yes, my love. Let us sail beyond the darkness of
It's a kind of her redemption arc here. Wow. She has gone backward with its leaders dispatching the Nurgak weapons damage. Song of Waves and Wind has reached the end of the campaign against Gondor. Already the fighting turns against them. The battle will soon be over. Now the healing must begin. That's a lineal inside the Harlan Infirmary.
Let me put your mind at ease. King Elessar's wound is shallow, and we tended to it in time.
You survived the traitor's blade.
He has asked to see you.
Port City under attack. Wow. Sun-kissed flickering essence. Okay, that's a decent cloak. That's a huge upgrade too. Wow. Disturb him not ever long, but I not dare to keep you from. Let's not risk your ire or that of the king. Nice. The J-Jax is here. We'll talk to him afterwards, I guess. He smiles at you, and you are sure to see the return of his strength. My friend, I am glad that you survived the battle. The reports I have heard tell me of the threat. The song has ended. He told King Elessar that Afadir has paid for his treachery and that both Nakási and Balakhâd perished during the fighting. He nods. Would that we could have dissuaded them from this course, but alas, only rarely is that possible. I confess to you, it had never occurred to me that Afadir could have been supportive of the heirs of Castamir, whose presence we suspected in Minas Tirith. The gaze of my suspicion turned always to those who wielded greater power than my groom of horses. And yet, Eriswarn prized his reports, believing he was always only moments away from wielding the blade that would end my life. Surely there were opportunities to be had before today, Vegward. This I believe, for it seems to fit every fact. While the Harlan burned, Afadir stood near enough to me to whisper his battle cry in my ear. For the heirs of Castamir, he said, he slipped his knife beneath my armor, and I, all unsuspecting. How then did his blade not pierce a vital organ? How could he inflict this wound with such murderous intent, yet not spill the last of my life's blood? I think our tour of Kings of Gondor planted a seed, Vegward, when he traveled with us to Anfalas and to Bennett Galen. He did so intending to serve the interests of the heirs of Castamir, but I think our journey caused a sapling to grow within his heart. When today he saw the opportunity to carry out his intention, I believe he was unable to fully wield the blade that could end my life, and his aim went astray despite his purpose. So Iorith and Queen Arwen are here as well. Interesting. Once again, you're dead, dear Vegward. My husband is ever eager to charge near and far in support of his people. Perhaps his bed will keep him from embarking upon foolish errands for a time. A short time only, I suspect. I am told that his wound is shallow. It would take one of more severity to keep him from tending to the needs of his people. But today, he will rest, and for that, I am grateful. Iorith sputters madly, for once at a loss for words. The queen asked me to attend her as soon as she came to Ireland. It is true that Afadir thought to attack the king. Oh me, oh my. He told Iorith that the groom attempted to kill the king, but was unsuccessful in an attempt. Barris defending Balakhâd, son of Balakhor. She nods, sagely overcoming her surprise. I suspected he was a villain. Did I tell you as we journeyed now to Gondor that he was up to no good? Let none say Iorith fails to say things as they are. I have to go back and read her dialogue. Maybe she did. Okay. Elessar talks again. You tell the king will not long remain in bed. Already he desires to get up and move around despite the instruction of his healers. He advises he stay still and not aggravate his injury. He shakes his head with amusement. The battle is ended, but there is something I need you to do, Vegward. The constant attack on Gondor must reshape the Kindred of the Coins. For it is my understanding that some of the bodies supported her in this, and others did not. Belendor died in our defense, but Hrothgar and Thothril also fought in our behalf, and they survived. What befell those who remained behind in Umbar? As you speak to Jajax here in the infirmary and prepare to return with him to the city. We must learn what we can of the situation in Umbar, now that the threat of the prospect by the song waves wind has been eliminated. So back we go. Wonder what they're gonna...
Yes, I understand. When we sailed from Umbar-Baharbel, the city was in turmoil.
My brother's somehow in the middle of it. Let us return to the Sail Haven and return to what happened while we were gone. I will speak with you not far from the Bacon Gate. When we have arrived, I have many questions. Does a kindred rule still? Might there be a reward for those of us who fought to protect both Gondor and Umbar from the ravages of song? King Elessar is not the only one who wants answers, Vegward. Let us go at once. We'll choose the Windseeker here. And we will sail back to Umbar with Jajax to carry out. Okay. You complete this quest. Let's do it. Oh, we can't. We don't have any damn room, guys. Both of those we'll do. Let's do that. We'll just destroy that. And we'll throw a might one in there. Okay, we can't do that, so we'll do that. And we'll throw that in there. And we'll take this. We go back to Umbar. Deal with Koltek and Harmelech. See what happens here. Got that. Waiting for everything to load in, apparently. That as well, why not? Jajax, talk to me.
Our return voyage was not as eventful as the first that brought you to these shores.
Umbar-Baharbel seemed on the very precipice of the cliff's edge when we departed, but all is now as it was. Let us ask some people of the nearby what transpired while we were away. You go to the east and find someone willing to talk near the northern shipyard. The workers there are always willing to spend the day in idle chatter. And the tidings we seek are the furthest thing from trivial. Okay. And always something to do here. The god of Emgeda? What do you think we're gonna find out? Okay, we've got some people sneaking around. So Lemar. What do you got, man?
How could you
Ilmar.
not have heard?
Kindred of the coins were overthrown, and a new kindred raised in its place, the god of Megiddo, the kindred redeemed. Harmelech, Golden Hand, and Koltek the Timir were in league with Ordâkh, allying with the orcs of Mordor. They thought to sell the city to oppress them, they counted not on us, the common men and women of Umbar, shipbuilders and sailors, the merchants and the scholars, the fishermen and laborers. The people of Umbar-Baharbel rose up against them, and with one voice we spoke to them. It will not be so. We shouted. Their uprising lasted for the better part of a day, and into the night. There was bloodshed, and for not every soldier in Harmelech's command threw down his weapons. Many saw the rightness of our cause and joined the just throng. Another group opposed us during the uprising, the Airsworn, who have long troubled the peace of the harbor. One of my workers fought against them on the night of the uprising. Can tell you more. Her name is Jenin, and she was on their way to the Gate of Songs, north of the city, just moments ago. If you hurry, you may find her. That is not the past. That is in the past. May the new kindred better serve the interest of the Umbari people, free of the influence of Ordâkh. Okay, we didn't hear anything about Koltek there, guys. So, yet to be seen. Let's take the horse there.
Good day to you, traveler.
North Gate. And let us see. What are we going to see here? Yeah, we didn't even hear about Daxamet yet.
Yes, I fought against the Airsworn during the uprising. I am not afraid to speak of it.
They have always been the weakest side of the ship's hull and still along at sea, and I'm not surprised that it eventually burst. The passage by the city of the Ordâkhai ships was a hammer blow to that of perfection, and the Airsworn believed that time had come at last to fully seize the control once again. What made them so bold, I cannot say for certain, but whispers tell that many of their number have been secretly leaving the city for a number of weeks, rallied somewhere by the son of Balakhâd himself. The uprising was short, but effective, and a new kindred has been formed to lead Umbar-Baharbel in the days to come, the Gadam-Geda. They assemble now even at the Dar Rafa, up on the hill to the east. That is where I'm going, for us to get a look at them on these wise counselors we put our hopes. Who do you think it is? This is going to be the twist, I bet. Oh. This is going to be the twist. It'd be great if that was a rich node, but it is not, alas. Oh, it's up here. Never mind. Let us see what is happening up here. So who do we see? Tathada, Ishmoon, Inik Julabrow, Rothog, Meshka, and Daxamet. Nice.
My brother Dax stands with this new kindred as if he were one of them. That is an oversight, surely.
Interesting.
One thing followed another. I am not sure what happened.
Well, I'm glad to see you safe and alive. At first, I was just trying to carry out your will, tell the people who told me, but as more and more folk learned that Harmonic and Koltek had imprisoned you and my brother, became angry and angry. You helped many Umbari and Temir alike when you came to these shores of Vegward, and it seems you have made more friends than you know. What began as in confusion became rebellion in Mongolia, the rising tide. There was no stopping it. Try as I might, I could not convince those who flocked to us that I was not cut out to lead them. And now they have made me part of this God Mgeda. I don't understand how this happened, yet every step of the way has led me to this moment. Is this how you feel every day, Vegward? I cannot get used to this. I cannot get used to this.
I wear these burns proudly in memory of Belondor.
I believe he sails now in the company of his friend Sirgun, and they are not bound by the oceans of the world. I sought not to join the God Mgeda, but the people of the city demanded it, and I could not refuse them. They asked for strength, and I possess it. It would be impolite to abandon them. Besides, all of my things are here. Nice. Where's your lion, dude?
Despite the land where he was born, my husband was a man of Umbar.
Oh, this is Bellandor's wife. Okay. The wife of such a man must be prepared for the voyage on which he might not return, and I was. That makes it a little easier, Vegward, but one thing is lightened my sorrow. If the people of the city love my husband in the grave with me, the burden is shared across every ward of Umbar-Baharbel, and so made less. They asked me to join the God Megiddo and to rule Bellandor's stead. I agreed and so honor my husband's memory in the levy held for the city and its people.
The Temamir and the Umbari people must work together, and not at cross purposes.
For that reason, I was chosen to join the Gadam-Geda. I feel I must apologize for the actions taken by Koltek during the past few weeks. I have explained to the Umbari and my own people that I considered a failing on my own, that I did not determine his true allegiance at a time to prevent the tragedies that befell the city. I need not tell you that he acted alone and for his own interest, and it was not with the authority of the Shorewood Stone, and he fell in the Ordâkh with the Orcs of Mordor and was seen upon one of the vessels as it passed the city. I'm grateful for the actions of the assemblies of Temir who came to Tharga and informed me of this treachery during the early hours of the uprising. They will be rewarded. The actions of Koltek shame his people. The Umbari can rest more easily now that I have joined the Gad-Mgeda.
The people called for me to join Gad-Mgeda. As Harbor Warden, I could not refuse.
I sought not to elevate my position, but with so many in the Heirs were gone from the city, it would seem my days must be less eventful. This will fill them up. To the Umbari who called for me to join this august body, I made this pledge to remain vigilant and not only of our enemies but also of our friends and our chosen leaders. It appears that this old sailor much of the trouble began with Damudûr sailed to Gondor and done at Azagot's command. The old kindred should have snuffed out the sea shadow's evil, for he could use it to deprive the city of such a hero as Damudûr, who might have opposed him. Others might have deceived, but not I, and not now the god Mgeda.
One mystery remains to be solved.
Yeah, where's Koltek? I guess that's my question, is where's Koltek and Armalek? Are we going to answer that, or? Damn. Okay, where do we're getting rid of those. Sparkus paws.
Hamilok and Koltek are missing.
Yes.
None have seen them since the uprising began.
Okay, consider rewards. The people of the city who chose us to form the Gad-Mgeda expect us to redeem the Kindred of the Coins to live up to its goals. That's to come to the rot that festered within it from its early founding. I hope that would be so, but that would be made difficult if we cannot learn with Bifal, Harmalek, and Koltek during the uprising. Yeah, where are they gonna be?
They may have perished during the uprising. What do you think happened to them?
This is gonna be interesting.
None seem to know what befell Harmalak or Koltek during the uprising. We may never know.
Koltek sitting there. There's nothing to fear, my lady. The doors of Darlaj are stronger. The men who guard them are even stronger. None of the shouting throng will get inside. I bet the people of the Umbar-Baharbel killed them. Bet they try to escape through this door back here.
This way, my lady. I will keep you safe.
So he's walking. Yeah, but we try to exit. Yep.
What is happening out there? Stay back, my lady. Jai, what is happening outside? It is getting unruly.
What does he have? Koltek walks through there. The air from Darlaja to the Bith Kabir is packed with the residents of the city, a shouting throng. Many in the crowd carry weapons, but for now they have not wielded them against us. I think they will not change, but I cannot say that with certainty. You must stay inside, my lady. It is not safe for you to be out there. Here we cannot protect you when you learn the safety of the if you leave the safety of the meeting hall.
Kadar, I need you outside. Stay here, my lady. They will not get by us.
Oh, and his people are gonna keep us. The lodge is not safe for us, Harmalek. I know that you trust in your guardsmen to keep the really throwing at bay, but I have not faith in them. The city has come alive with anger, and that fury is directed at you, at us. We remain here, I believe we will be slain. Oh, is he gonna throw her to the wolves?
We should slip the net they have fashioned for us, Hamilak.
Oh, I bet he's gonna...
Let us escape through Umbar-Baharbel.
Oh, it's gonna be those sewer people that are gonna get him.
Through here.
Okay. Most of the crowd has not yet thought to look for us in Umbar-Baharbel. We can follow these passages safely.
This way.
Oh, what's he gonna do? What's gonna happen here, guys?
The way is blocked. My people will stole them.
The sewer people, they're gonna jump out.
We cannot go this way.
Okay. What now? Oh, they're right there. How like them are meaningfully grips have to spear and nods in the direction of Koltek. I will not use this unless I am commanded to do so. I will not obey, but I will obey the order if it is given. Uh-oh. Spare me your indignation. I really, you know what happens to those who gamble with the lives of those without taking care of the slant the odds sufficiently in their favor. Some ways and wind prove very useful, and it may be that Gondor lies in ruin even now. But you fail to manage the people of the city, and they've turned upon you. But they think to also hold me accountable for your blunder is unfortunate. The memories of the people are short. You will be kept safe and unharmed until such time as it is politically advantageous for the Temir to reduce you. The wagons in the north will transport you safely out of the city and beyond the reach of the crowd that calls for your head. This is a much finer treatment than you would receive from anyone else. Let us say it is in remembrance of the tyrants who overthrew in the kindred we led together, if only for a short time.
Keep your dignity, Armelach. Walk to the wagons and live. Stay here and die.
I want to see. Okay. What about Koltek? What about Koltek?
I wonder.
It's most likely they were caught and killed by the people they betrayed, but if it is so, where are the bodies? None have come forth to confirm either of their fates, so every suggestion is a supposition only. I do not like guessing Vegward, I like knowing for certain.
Oh, I had almost forgotten. I have news for you of your friends Corudan and Sigileth.
Maybe they caught them, yeah?
They returned to the city a few days ago, and now recover in Dar Tabib.
You can find this apothecary in the tour gardens of Umbar-Baharbel. Okay. Really? We just kind of leaving those two on an I want to know what happened to them, man. They've been sneaking around, especially Koltek. I thought that he would have like a much more interesting, devious. God, how do we get in there, guys? Quicker. We can't get in there quicker. Okay. All right. Well. I don't think we can get in there any quicker. Is there anything close to the tour gardens? There's not. We kind of have to run through there. Okay, the plot that keeps thickening. The epilogue amending. So I guess we can assume Koltek survived, but maybe Harmelech didn't, if there's an option for her to like stand and die. But I'm kind of wondering where they'd ever bring him up ever again. I mean, I guess best to keep him a loose thread. Okay, we can't go through here. So we're in the epilogue of the Songs of Waves and Wind. And we'll go through the Grand Market here. Cut through here. And I think we'll actually go up and around there. Yeah. Wow. Guys, I mean, the game is so huge. We'll be unbothered, obviously, of all these people. They're such low level. We'll cut through here, and I believe this is where they're at. Yeah, right here. Let's see what they got. Where are they at? Here they are.
My wound is well on its way to healing.
To see you return with victory. You first.
Eases the pain.
Anderson Umbar has been saved from Nakási and Balakhâd, as Gondor too escaped from their wrath. According to King Elessar and his soldiers fought bravely against the Song, and Gondor survived. Then the last of Sauron's schemes has been frustrated, Vegward. I am glad for my part in it. This is Corudan rest, and you will speak with him when he is more fully healed.
I understand Nakási is slain, and the Song of Waves and Wind defeated. May there now be peace for a time.
I can tell that their 5 ships of the Song survived the passage of Gondor and waged war upon the Harlan, or might have joined them had the rapids of the Ikorbân had not proved too perilous. We saw the ruin of many smaller ships dashed upon the rocks as they traveled this way from the Sûg Nidar. The builders of this fleet likely intended that to be a one-way voyage. They had not counted upon Corudan's damaging solution, or your great haste in opposing those who escaped it. The raft bridge of the Rackway did not last long against the Nagak cannons. When we rejoined at Rahazi at Iridir, she said that her mother intended to see it rebuilt. It would not surprise me to learn that she has already done so, but I have gotten ahead of myself. There is more to tell. While you were pursued by the Song, Umbar, my brother Umbar, and Curidwan made our way westward. Our return journey was not uneventful. Ooh. Did she see them escaping?
Yes, I will tell you what transpired after you left us.
Oh, I love it when they do this, man. Talk to me, Goose.
We walked toward the setting sun, but our progress was slow.
Interesting. The wound of Kasukhín and my brother was deep and worsened with travel, soaking through our makeshift bandages.
Curidwan did her best to heal his injuries, but he needed more than she could give him in the wild.
Just a moment. I am sorry.
There is nothing for which you must apologize, my brother.
I feel cold.
You should.
Is it a chill of the body or of the spirit?
I cannot say for certain.
Fair.
No, I feel it too.
Let us move within the shelter of the rocks.
Ooh, what's here? Corudan lost a great deal of blood at the Kasukhín before we could stem its flow, and that would explain a chill of the body. For you to feel it as well, makes me think there may be another cause, an outward cause. That cold is not natural.
We are not alone, are we?
Is it Thardúth?
What do you know of this Curidwan?
I did not want to upset you. A wandering spirit has fastened its attention upon us.
Ooh.
Sigileth?
I cannot say for certain.
Nice.
This spirit might once have been the Quinta Sigileth. But even if it was, her memories may not remain.
Hers may not, but mine do. You say this may not be Sigileth, but if it is, I have to speak to her. I have to tell her I am sorry.
You may not remember, Sigileth, but I do.
I do. I was there.
We only knew each other for a few short days. But in that time, your struggle touched my heart.
Nice.
This is dangerous, Sigileth!
Every day of our lives is dangerous. Every moment. Silirtas understood that, and she did not run from it.
You cannot know this spirit was one Silirtas! You cannot! Such wrathful spirits have been known to deceive!
When first I came to Shonith, I thought its people were unlike any others I had encountered. Their words and their customs were so different from my own. But I recognized something in Silirtas. Her hopes, her fears, her anger, and her frustrations.
Okay.
They were the same as mine.
As you come with the seal of test to face a great unknown evil, I thought despite every danger that lay ahead of us, if any need to perish, it would be a Sigileth of Lorien. If I could keep you safe, I'm sorry. When you were slain by Azathoth before the door of Ikorbân, I fell into despair. I thought I too must die to atone for what a terrible deed, for robbing you of the life you might have had. Only the voice of Vegward drew me out of that darkness. His words made me realize something, dear Silirtas. Every moment of every day for every person in this Middle Earth is a gift, not a treasure, but of choice. Every point in time gives you the opportunity to decide how you choose to use that moment. You chose to fight the fating of your people. You chose to venture with an elf and a dwarf you had known for less than a day to combat an evil of the elder days. Those choices were yours, Silirtas, and I'm inspired by them. I celebrate them. But I have learned that there is one more choice you must make, a dear one.
Our people have been separated by distance and by time, and we each came to forget. But we were fashioned as one people. There is a place for you, Silirtas, if you wish to seek it out. I hope one day to see you there.
I kind of think they teased out this story a little too long, but I mean, it you know, it has its purpose, I guess. I said my part. I believe Sigileth heard my words, but I cannot know for certain.
The storm has passed. Now only a light breeze remains.
Look, there. The animals pass us by.
So too do the birds of the sky.
Interesting. That is a curious sight. In what direction do these animals travel? That direction we just saw them.
The breeze and the animals and the birds.
It's a sign, isn't it?
All these pass westward.
I understand, Silirtas. I will see you there.
Oh, she's passing over to the land beyond about the Valar. Okay.
Rest well until then.
That's a metaphor. There we go. Okay. Talk to me, Goose.
I cannot say with certainty that the spirit was Silirtas, or that she heard my words.
But I believe it was, and she did. I was not hurried to join her, but when at last I come to that place, hope she and I will reside in comfort and in peace beyond the loneliness and fear so troubled Silirtas when she contemplated the unknown days ahead. That is my desire, Vegward, and I cannot know it will come to pass, but if hope leads us ever onward, the pleasant dream of it will live in my heart until the last of my days arrives. But the Kaibar! No fucking way, Kaibar, buddy! It's been a minute! Oh, it's so cool. Sorry to interrupt, Vegward. I did not know you had returned. I have visited our friends every day while Corudan recovers and have spoken to me of your adventure in Fearwater. Please finish your visit. I will speak with you afterward.
That reminds me. My brother collected some papers from the Ordâkhai.
While we were adventuring in the Fearwater, we intended to give them to Kaibar, but the matter has slipped our minds until now. I put them among Corudan's belongings and give them to Kaibar. Notes about the Fearwater. Okay. Collecting. Talk to our boy. See that the Corudan found these in the Ordâkh encampment in Fearwater. I now want to pester him with questions, Vegward, so let us speak of this outside. Uh-oh. Is it the breadcrumb? Where do we go next? Oh, it's doing that thing again, guys. That shatter sound in Umbar, you remember from that episode? How that bar, that all the chatter in the background would never, like, it never went away. It went away now, but oh, I gotta remember that episode. It just brought it back. No, it's still there. I can hear it. Jesus. My Kaibar excitedly studying the papers. The soldiers would not have understood the meaning of this parchment, Vegward, but I do. They must have found it among the ruins of Kasukhín while searching for their treasure. Think of it unimportant. They kept it unguarded among their belongings, or it went overlooked until it was picked up by Corudan. These are the words of Vegward, 24th king of Gondor, who bore the title of Heirs II, the South Victor, set down by a trusted retainer of his old age. Only days before his death, these words claim that he repented of his long campaign in Harad and whipped the bones of Shurabban, a city he destroyed in the days of his youth. On the return journey of his 10th pilgrimage to the lands he once conquered, he rested at the hilltop fort of Kasukhín and died there peacefully in his sleep. Sigileth tells me the land around that fort is now changed. It was once a hill, is now an island. Vegward's bones lie there to this day, kept isolated from discovery by the creation of Fearwater. His story raises complicated emotions in my heart, Vegward. He is considered very differently in Shagana than he is in Gondor, and it is difficult to reconcile these two perspectives. I had put in mind of the relationship of the the Umbari must now have the kin of the coins that preceded the god of Megiddo, the kindred redeemed. Kin of the coins was neither entirely evil nor entirely good. Like Heirs II, they achieve both lasting good and enduring harm. Does one erase the other? Wiser scholars than I may be able to weigh the value of each, but I cannot. Lest we forget the instrumental roles played by Azagath and Nakási and the freeing of Umbar from the heirs of Castamir and the cultists of Sauron. Lest we forget Kultek's deeds during the Dagor Calanthir, or Harmelech's advice that Darlauz will be open to the needs of her people. Must their later crimes strike from the record of their earlier heroics and wise governance? Must my mother's refusal to see me erase the happy years I spent as a child in Ethering, Vegward? I cannot. So we celebrate the good and we work to remedy the bad, and by so doing, we mend the wounds we can, and seek to avoid inflicting further harm. That is healing of a kind, is it not? The Gondorian scribe heaves a sigh and looks up to you again, forcing a smile. From conversation with the Umbari, I have sketched the members of the original kindred of the coin, Vegward. Umbar will remember both their fine qualities and their faults, neither excusing the other, and with these drawings I hope to capture the balance. Choose one of your liking, and it is yours. The others I will give the city of Umbar-Baharbel, and that it may remember its history and not forget. So who do we choose here? I'm kind of leaning towards Kultek or Belendor, but I kind of like the idea that we choose these two, the ones that kind of started it all. I like that. Let's do that. Nice. What do we get there? Of the waves and wind. The Song of Waves and Wind. Completed. And then all the way down here. Interesting. Wow, man. Wow. That's everything. That's the whole. It's the whole expansion. Get this one quest to go, talk to the dwarves back in Jura Minesh, but that's everything, man. Let's get a good view here. That's a pretty good view, right? Oh, that's good right there. Let's do that. This is a really at twilight and everything. Hell yeah. Do that. We'll just kind of snap right here. Oh yeah. Wow, guys. Songs of Waves and Wind. It's over. It's completed. What a way to wrap it up. There's so many good things to say. First off, Sûg Nidar, separate zone. Didn't mention it in the expansion. I think advertisements, as far as I know, and their marketing. Awesome. Some great tiebacks to. As I cough through our outro here, man, we got characters coming back. You know, the whole kindred coming back in their different ways. Daxamat's role, you know, the new kindred, the sewer sister. I'm gonna call her the sewer sister. You know, that's another plot thread to explore. What happened to Koltek and Harmalik? We go back to the Harland. We see Elessar almost get assassinated. The kind of full circle back to where the heirs of Castamir first kind of entered the story. You know, we got to see, you know, Curidwan come full circle from the beginning of the expansion. Corudan and Sigileth come back. See them here at the end. Wow, man. Nakási's story. So good. It's just so well written. And their creative freedom, the creative liberties that they took, and to have it still feel grounded and grand. And I mean, this makes Idigal and Amix-Dol just, and the whole Thardúth thing just seems so far and away right now. And I'm still curious, is that if that's even finished? Like Amix-Dol, I feel like we didn't even deal with that yet, but we did. I just have no clue. Like, it's just so much to. And where do we go from here? There's really no breadcrumb. Wow. Bravo to the devs. Another great entry in Vegward Saga here. I hope you guys thoroughly enjoyed it. I did. Man, it was, and the use of the instances was so good. I thought this was just a high point. And I remember saying that at Gundabad too. It's so good, guys. And maybe I'm just their audience. I don't know. I understand maybe it's not for everybody, but wow. Really good, guys. And I can't wait for what's next. I feel like I was just saying that with the renewed Hamat over the summer. Here we are, December 22nd, 2025. You know, about to go into a new year. No roadmap yet. No idea where we're going next, but man, I'm just so excited. A great job by Standing Stone Games. Bravo yet again. Enough of that, guys. Until next time, as always, I appreciate everyone for checking out the channel. Bye-bye.